Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, I'm here. 1 second. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Force of Flesh, episode 124. We're back. Broken Crew's back from our meetup. It was great to see you guys. How's everybody doing this week? We good? Everybody good?
Not bad.
We out here.
We're here. All right, cool. Well, it's good to see all you guys. Welcome to game. I hope you all are doing fantastic. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the shout outs and announcements and stuff, and then we can get right into the game, shall we? So first things up, I'm going to go ahead and post the art credits for Makie's V-Roid. You guys can, there we go. Give Ella a shout out.
I realized you're saying this for the V-Roid, but that's for the art.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't realize it until after you were already past it last session, and it just totally skipped my mind to bring it up after session.
I stand corrected.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's the art for the token. All right, cool.
Yeah, the V-Roid stuff was just V-Roid Studio and me.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I was thinking, didn't Ella make her own V-Roid? But
I thought so as well.
Make sure you
this
guys
is
give
also
Ella,
a thought I've had.
Make sure you guys give Ella a shout out in the Discord if you want to try to get her to help you make your own, or at least figure out how to do it. If she's feeling like it, she'll respond. Next thing up is the art credits for Joanne. Now, you added a new one. Is that right, Joanne? I want to make sure.
I did.
Right.
I'm on. What's it?
Twitter? Is it Twitter?
Twitter.
All
We're
right.
only 7 minutes.
The X. I'm sorry. The X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, I still call it Twitter.
Yeah, it's still Twitter. It's Twitter. That's Ace of 101.
Okay. Go ahead.
It made you put a number?
It made me put a number. Ace of Wands was already taken, and Ace of Wands design is too long, apparently.
That's dumb.
What?
Yeah.
Ace of Wands 01?
01.
All right. Like these, I'm about to post it in the Twitch chat. And I'm going to correct it on the, I'm going to add it to the YouTube videos also. Oh, why is it? It's doing it as, what? It's doing it as one line on the last one. Oh, did that fix?
Yep.
Did that fix? That's
There's that profile picture I've come to know and love.
all right.
Hey, yo.
All right. Well, go check out Joanne on Instagram, TikTok, Coffee, and Twitter. See cool arts and stuffs. You can also check out deviantart.com/Jessica Pecoraro for Vash artwork from A-Team. Here's that. And join our Discord server. It's free. It's public, and the chaos is already popping off. So if you want to see funny memes during the episodes, that kind of thing, jump over. You can ask lore questions. You can harass Ella about how to make a V-Roid. All that stuff.
And maybe we'll try to remember to put the funny stuff in the chaos channel instead of in the
Table talking.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Table
No,
talking.
you're good. Yeah. Feel free to take over the chaos channel during game, guys. That's what it's for. That way everybody can see it, I guess, because there's some folks don't have permission for the private channel talks stuff.
Because that's game stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Secret.
Cool.
I
Secrets.
keep some secrets.
So now, why don't we go around, introduce everyone and their character? We'll talk a little bit about what's going on with your character lately. At the end, we'll sort of like wrap up where we are right now, kind of give everybody a picture of what's going on right now in the game, and then we'll jump in. And I'm sure nothing I don't expect to happen is going to happen today. We'll start with you, Ferdy, playing Abe and Flo the Diviners for you guys. How is it going?
Right now with them there with the NPCs, the rest of the group left to try to revive Lucero or get a means of how to revive them. And you'll get to see the rest of the NPCs
Yeah.
when they back.
Yeah. You stayed at the hovel with Ruin and Hands and
Hands,
uh,
Mark.
Yeah, and the rest of the crew split up. Some of them went to gather supplies for the resurrection ritual, I guess you could say. The others went and actually revived Lucero temporarily. Which I did not see
Right.
coming last game, but it was a very cool scene. I really dig that scene. It was neat. It was fun. Props to Zach for coming up with the idea for that.
I have good ideas sometimes.
Yeah, that was like
Just, about 30 seconds every
Nobody-
day.
that was a
I
bad
don't get to
Nobody
choose
even
them. They aren't
knows.
consecutive.
Nobody even knows where we went.
Yeah, because you guys stealthed out of there.
like-
yeah,
Crit?
Yeah,
I think it was a
Machia's
crit.
just riding
with
on
the
his
body.
shoulders, and all of a sudden he has just left the room. Machia's
Yep.
like, wait, what? Where are we going?
I'm kidnapping you, don't you see?
Right on.
She's a
Well,
parrot bunny.
thank you, Diviners. Up next, we've got Mori playing a corpse for you today, aka
Doing it very well.
Lucero. How's it going, Mori?
I is deaded.
Yeah, you are dead.
What
but
does it feel like? Are you having like an out of body experience? Are you temporarily in some strange heaven that is not the heaven that you're used to? Are you experiencing hell? Is it nothingness? What does it feel like?
I sure as heck haven't gone back to the wheel, that's for sure.
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe we'll see when you do come back. Maybe we will find out. Okay. Let me see here. Make sure that this one thing is good. Speaking of yeah, okay. Cool. All right, that's ready to go. All right. Sorry, nothing. Don't worry about it. Thank
Nothing
you.
happened. Don't pay attention. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Thank you, Mori. Up next is Kyo playing Quartz for you guys. Kyo, how are things going? You got some forks last game.
I got another fork, just one singular fork.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a just in case. If we come up with no solutions, then maybe this is a last ditch effort solution.
Yeah.
But she does like her shopping, and she did want to accompany people who would potentially run away from us. So she's just keeping an eye out for everything.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you, Kyo. Next up, we've got Joanne playing Cursed for you guys. How is it, Joanne?
Whoa. Shocking dismay to everybody. I did not run away from the shopping trip.
Didn't run away.
Didn't run away. No running away.
Accomplishment.
Even though I had a fairly valid reason to. But I have a job to do, and that job involves a corpse full of bugs.
Yes, it does. Best of luck with that corpse.
I love him.
Right
I said I like this one enough.
Right on. Well, thank you, Joanne. I guess we'll see how the corpse business goes.
I'm very excited for the corpse business.
Next up, we've got Wolfrin playing Myrkrið for you guys. How's it going, Myrkrið?
Ow?
Woo, he says.
It goes.
Fearsome, as always.
I think Myrkrið probably talks possibly more than all the other times put together, but definitely the most last session.
Yeah.
Talked in one session.
Yeah. I actually kind of enjoyed that. It was nice to see almost like against your will talking through things.
I panicked. I didn't make this kind of talk.
Yeah. Well, I do feel like we got some cool insight into Myrkrið at least, and it was nice. It was nice to get that. Right on. Thank you, Wolfrin. Up next, we've got Ella playing Myrkrið for you guys. If I don't push the wrong button. How's it going, Myrkrið?
It's going. My voice is much better, so. And,
Yay!
Good.
And I'm not sick, so I hopefully will be able to actually pay attention better this time.
Congratulations.
I feel that.
Glad you're feeling better.
And Myrkrið is still confused about what just happened. She was not consulted about this beforehand. And then
Sorry, Darren doesn't really do consultations.
Yeah, strange things happened to her partner. She learned that the person who is supposed to be her partner's good friend has possibly been lying this whole time about his true name, but I don't know, maybe Lucero knew his true name the whole time. Is it even his true name? Myrkrið doesn't know. And she's also still trying to figure out the whole, like, he said something about what are you going to pay or something like that, and then tried to give her a gem, and Myrkrið is still not sure what that was all about, but she doesn't feel like she owes anything because it wasn't even her idea.
Yeah, you refused to take the gem.
She didn't even know what was going on.
The gem exploded, and then it didn't hurt you or anything. And then you took a look at Cander's gem, and you aged 6 years and got a vision, right? Right.
It's fine that she aged 6 years because she did not die of old age, so she doesn't look old anyways.
Yeah. I kind of figure it's not a huge deal for you or anything.
Yeah, she died not like super young because she had 12 kids, but it was still before she was ready to even retire.
Right on. Cool. Well, thank you, Ella. And last but not least, we've got Zach playing Candor, or maybe Darren for you guys. I'm not sure which. How's it going, Zach?
Doing pretty good. Looking forward to seeing how the rest of the team takes it.
Right on. Cool.
Look, Myrkrið is not going to share your secret unless she feels like it is important. So you're going to have to tell everyone.
Right on. Well, we'll see if that happens. Something tells me he's not exactly going to be announcing it to everyone. I don't know. Maybe you will. I don't know. We don't know much about this Dayrin yet. Maybe. Cool. Well, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. So yeah, last time, you guys, basically Faithless Sorrow gave Myrkrið, and the rest of you guys were talking all about Lucero's corpse, basically. And the idea was pitched to basically bring Lucero back in a similar fashion to what happened with Faithless Sorrow. And to do that, you guys needed Cursed. So y'all tracked Cursed down, and essentially you're getting ready to do that ritual. I think Cursed and some of you, except for those NPCs and Candor, just started calling you Dayron. Should I just call you Dayron now, Zach? What do you think?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. So Dayrin, Makie, and the corpse formerly known as Lucero went to see the time-locked merchant, and Cursed and the rest of the crew, except for Abe and Flo and some NPCs, went to basically get supplies for this procedure, ritual, maybe a little bit of both, to resurrect Lucero. And I think that's the gist of where we left off. I think we probably left off after the vision that Makie
Yes.
got.
Directly after.
Yeah, so we can jump back in there. I guess. Let's see here. Let me bring you guys over to that screen. I think we were just using the city screen there. Where is here, right here. Yeah. Here we go. Now, we can actually jump right back in there with you, Makie, if you want, so we can get your reaction to that vision if you have something you wanted to do there. My only question is, had everybody else returned to the hovel yet, or were you all still out? It looks like maybe you guys returned, just judging by your token placement.
Quartz talked to the alchemist at the shop, and then we came home.
Okay. Yeah.
I imagine what we did probably took longer, because who knows how much time we spent in there.
That's a very good
Potentially
point.
negative time, really.
That's true, potentially negative.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It could be Feywild rules. Who knows? But I think if you guys wanted, you could all arrive back at the hovel at the same time, just for the sake of RP and ease moving things forward.
And serendipity.
Yeah. So maybe we fade back in on that. On maybe some people are already inside. I know Abe and Flo definitely is.
Round the corner as she's having her weird vision.
Yeah. Yeah, we can fade back in on that.
Is she like just staring into the gym when we round the corner then?
Sure, if that's what you
Like
want to do.
lost? She's got a very far away look, but you can't see because she's got her mask on.
Maybe we just see like.
And also, you're on my shoulders.
Maybe we just see like the glint of the gym in your eyes or something.
In my mask's eyes.
Yeah, in your mask's eyes, sure.
Yeah. I mean, when it ends, I don't know if anybody's gonna see the gem in her hands as they are rounding the corner, but when the vision ends, Makie is going to, I think she's gonna say, "Did you see something when you looked at this?"
Yes.
What did you see?
Well, there was a big flood.
Where?
Pretty sure the sun area.
Before you came here, do you remember seeing a golden city?
No, I don't think so.
I can't remember what Lucero said they remembered seeing.
Nothing.
Nobody remembers nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Makia told you guys about it though when
Right, but we still
we
didn't
talked,
remember
so-
anything.
Right. Okay.
You only
Well,
briefly mentioned it.
Yeah, and then Maki is gonna say, I saw that golden city again.
Oh, the one you talked about before?
Do you think this thing tells you what's going on in places?
No idea. Used it the once, saw the thing, never used it again.
Can we go back and ask that guy?
I don't think he likes you over much.
Can you go back and ask that guy?
Potentially. Why don't we focus on waking up Lucero first?
Yes, after. But this feels like it might be important if it's happening in the present, or if it's going to happen in the future, or if it's just playing mind games.
Yeah, potentially. I don't much hold with prophecy, though, so,
We should tell the others and see if they see things in it.
Karen just shrugged.
okay. Maybe you all are approaching the entrance to the hovel at this point, and across, coming the opposite direction. Maybe you see Myrkrið, Quartz, Cursed.
If you don't take the gem back from her, she's continuing to hold it as we join the others.
Nah. I'm good.
Okay.
Where did you guys come from?
The dude gave it to me, but it's not as long as you don't fully take it away, I'm not gonna do anything.
When Quartz asks where we came from, Makie is just gonna look at Darren.
A place I
Where did
visited
you come
earlier.
from?
Wanted to see if we could ask some questions.
Did you get answers?
Yeah.
Are they important?
Sounds like Lucero would really rather it be Brain, I'm forgetting a name. Yeah,
Mard.
just Mard. Okay. Yeah. I was like, wait, that can't be the name. Yeah, okay, that's the name. Sounds like Lucero would rather it be Mard that does whatever.
Did you talk to Lucero then?
Oh, briefly.
Did Lucero say anything else?
We didn't have a lot of time. Actually, I just remembered what happened with Lucero's body during that. Can you pull him out, please?
Oh, sure. I'll set you down on the ground and then, pull out Lucero.
I need to double check. Makie is going to do a medicine check to see the state of Lucero's body, because there is like the blood and stuff was still coming out of their mouth. After the
Did
thing,
you want-
right?
Yeah, the blood was still there. Yeah. So you were just checking the body for signs of life, or
For the damage. 'Cause, like, obviously something happened. She's trying to figure out, like, why did Lucero start coughing up blood?
yeah. I mean, you rolled really high. The damage isn't external. It's possible an internal organ ruptured. Some kind of hemorrhage potentially internally spilled into Lucero's stomach or esophagus. It's definitely a clear sign of heavy internal damage.
Yeah, so Maki is gonna look at Cursed and say, the thing you're gonna do, I mean, it heals everything, right?
Yeah, be good as new.
Quartz is gonna go to Maki and be like, if you want to check out Lucero, probably best not to do it out here. The hovel's literally right there.
Oh, I thought we went inside the hovel.
I also thought we were inside the hovel.
Yeah, feel free to walk
Maki would
in.
have waited until
I
we
thought
were
we were still out on the
inside.
street.
He said when we met out, like we were turning the corner, we were like right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maki would have waited until we
Nice.
were inside,
That's
or
fine.
had Candor take the body inside to do that.
Yeah, the tone I had was of somebody answering a question while focusing on something. So, like, setting up inside.
I'm fine with this taking place inside if you guys all are. It's up to you guys.
No, I want to put Lucero on the street.
Put him in the ditch.
Thanks, guys. I feel the love.
Good.
Are we ready to begin? You have everything you need.
Yep.
There's one thing, Quartz, that you would definitely be aware of. You did crit last time on this procedure, and you kind of have it maybe an innate sense or like a muscle memory of what you're doing here. Probably best to wait until whatever's in there comes out.
You said Quartz, and I'm like, who?
Oh, sorry, I meant
Who
cursed.
critted?
Cursed.
I'm
Cursed.
assuming you meant cursed.
Yeah, cursed.
Yes,
sorry.
I critted good. I did good.
Yeah. So you probably would know that it'd probably be best to wait till whatever's in the body comes out to actually do the process.
So we should just wait.
I would say it is
Yep.
getting close to end of lapse. So like end of the first day is very quickly approaching.
Should we do this in the morning?
We've got.
No, I'm not usually superstitious, but I do think finishing it today would be the best.
We've got to wait for the bugs. Unless you want him to come back with the bugs, we wait.
Speaking
Can we
of
not
the bugs,
Go in and take them out?
We'd never truly get them all. They'll die without food.
Well, if they're dead in there, that also probably is not the best.
No, so you don't have to take. So it's like an organ. You don't have to take it out. It just gets reabsorbed.
So can we kill them faster or make them come out faster?
Cursed, make a Arcana, maybe medicine, whichever you'd rather make here, I think.
Those bugs
Could
haven't
I potentially do some sort of medicine check?
Yeah.
Arcana?
Yeah, you can too.
I want to make one.
Sure.
Okay.
We all
I'm
roll.
actually probably gonna do Arcana. However, I'm going to use a spell first. Oh, come on, load.
Okay.
There we go.
Also, I believe the bugs are still eggs. They haven't hatched yet because it's when they hatch that they burst from the chest. If
Oh, I
remember
didn't
the
realize we had eggs.
description Right? I think they're eggs, not bugs.
Well,
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like
Or bug eggs. but-
yeah, eggs or larvae or like however you want to think of it is fine.
They haven't become adults yet, at least.
Yeah. Borrowed knowledge. You draw knowledge from spirits of the past. Choose one skill in which you lack proficiency. You have proficiency in the chosen skill. Guessing you're putting it in what you're rolling.
Yes, I'm putting it into Arcana.
Okay. Cool, dude.
All right.
Knowledge
So this
from
cannot be treated as
spirits.
anything less than a 10.
Okay.
Don't have advantage because that's intelligence. Okay, make it.
So you have a +8. So you roll a 4, so it'd actually be an 18.
No, I actually rolled an 18.
Okay.
Just in case, I'm also gonna put in a. Okay, so I got a 20, dirty 20, if that would make me succeed.
Okay. I thought it'd be a 26. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
that
not
would-
dirty 20. No, you're correct. 26. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Because I should have gotten 18 plus 8, so 26. Yes.
that would definitely make you succeed. DC was 20.
Okay.
So, okay. So, here's the thing. Between all of you, all basically passed this roll. So, maybe from your perspective, Makie, your understanding of what I'm about to say is a bit more medical in nature than magical. But the gist of it is this. Cursed, you know this for sure, because it doesn't really matter what condition the body is in, as long as it's not completely destroyed, like ash or something.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing you could do to hurry along this process would be to kill everything in that body. Could be done, but the parasites, the larvae, the eggs, whatever they are, they're not like immortal or magically protected. It's just that they rapidly reproduce once they enter the body. So, and they travel through the bloodstream. So they're probably all over the body, inside. You could burn the body, at least mostly, or do something that would destroy anything inside the body that was alive, basically, is what I'm saying.
Electrocute them, sure.
That is a potential option. Is
Wait,
basically
now I
is-
have to check my spell list.
yeah, as long as you're not like destroying the body, like disintegrating it, you should be fine here to do that. Cooking it,
You'd be a little toasty.
like you probably don't want to set it on fire and burn it to ash, but like cooking it, like putting it in something where it can get really, really hot, might do the trick, as gruesome as that sounds. But if you're really wanting to avoid waiting for these things to come out on their own, then you could try something like that. It would probably work.
What if he had a nice hot bath?
It would have
Like
to
a
be.
sauna.
It would have to be like
A boiling hot
like
bath.
300-degree water. Like yeah, like
Oh, okay. No, that's not gonna.
like it would have to be basically
any-
boiling. Yeah.
Anybody have a ice spell that like an AoE ice spell? Because
We could
most
freeze
spells,
it. Yeah.
I don't think ones where you target a specific target are gonna help. But if we have an AoE, like it kills everything in that thing, that could kill them. I think if we freeze the body, it would freeze everything inside. Alternatively, maybe cloud kill. I haven't read it. I'm just looking at Cursed's AoE spells, so let me read.
I was about to say, the only thing I've come across so far is Chaos Bolt, and even then, that is a hope and a prayer.
You know who would have had those spells? Lucero.
One dead on the slab.
I will.
You mean the
I will go ahead and let you know, Makie, because you rolled high in medicine specifically, and I think this has been brought up with you before. You are aware most demons immune to poison.
Yeah, that's what I'm. I think that we have a prime sample bug, and we have poison. So I think Makie is going to pull out some poison.
I paid for that.
And now it will be used on you.
Which poison is this?
Let me double check what I have. So I have a few different ones. Oh, actually, you know what would be good? Would probably be getting Quartz to duplicate a poison. That one. It's not a gas. Is there one that's... Ah, here it is. Oh, the particular poison I have that's inhalation is no poison damage. It just makes them blinded. So...
Wolfrin in the chat. You can always ask me to tear them all out. Get myself infected. See what that happens then. I mean, I don't even know what happens then.
I can find out.
We can find out, I suppose.
I forget. Did Quartz tell Makie that she can make anything, or did she just say she had plenty more of the purple worm
She
poison?
said that she can make it whenever she wants.
Okay.
But she didn't say she can make anything.
She didn't say she can. Okay. Because I could ask you to make Gudro's poisoned gland, like make a duplicate of that. That's a gaseous poison that would work. I don't have any gaseous poisons that'll work other than that, and I'm not wasting this high damage this high damage thing on a bug.
I stick my mage hand inside of Lucero. No, I don't.
If we got purple worm poison like into Lucero's body, would that also get the bugs?
No blood flow, so we'd probably have to bathe them in it.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no
So
blood
this might be a little meta,
Okay.
but if we're functioning on like basic biology things, if we put the poison inside of him to kill the bugs, his liver is not functioning anymore in order to resolve the poison. So he just get up soaked in poison.
Yeah, he comes back poisoned by whatever the poison
completely.
is.
So no. Sorry, I'm over here like he has no
put forward
functioning
my
liver.
roast Lucero plan.
I mean, I will say if you're hoping to see if a poison would work, then like a gaseous poison might be the better way to do it.
That's the only way I could do it, but the only one I have is Gudro's poison gland, and Makie doesn't know that Quartz can make duplicates. Makie is not willing to waste this gland on a experiment that might not even work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are the bugs attracted to the vials of light?
Sorry?
Guys,
What'd you say, Quartz?
I know I'm dead.
He's right.
I would
He's
say
right. The
we're
bugs like the light.
attracted to the light. Can't we just coax them out?
That is also
Hold
the
it
case.
under
yeah.
their nose.
Well, they wouldn't be the bugs. Yeah, I don't know if the larva can leave the body. I mean, I guess we could try. It doesn't
It's a
hurt
good
to
question.
try.
Yeah.
Makie doesn't have a vial of light anymore. She gave it to Cursed because she was asked to.
I was about to say, whoop-de-doo, guess who does?
Yeah.
Wiggle
Also,
it.
I know-
Wiggle it at the corpse.
So yeah, you uncap it or whatever. You hold it near the corpse. There's no response.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Mori, what were you gonna say?
The bugophobe has been using elemental spells in fights.
Oh. Abe and
Yeah, I don't know what
Flo,
the
do you have
diviners have much
something?
elemental stuff.
I can cast Sacred Flame on this body, and hopefully the radiance of the flames would
Again, I think that's
kill
still
these larvae.
targeted.
Yeah, if it's a target, it has to be an AoE thing, unfortunately.
I've seen them use lightning.
Lightning bolt would.
You don't say that, Lucero, because you're dead.
I know, but more of a
Lucero comes back from the grave.
As a recommendation to Abe and Flo, since not everyone can see their spells.
I have Thunderwave.
That
That's technically
would
AoE.
probably work. That's
Potentially
AoE,
work, yeah.
Doesn't Thunderwave kill objects?
It destroys things. Yeah, I think so. Can you link
Yeah,
the? Can you link the spell so we can all take a look at it?
Yeah. Let me link it right now.
It pushes things back and stuff.
Oh
like
no,
that.
that's different. I'm thinking of Shatter.
Oh yeah. Shatter's definitely a lot stronger for sure.
Yeah, Shatter
that was
does
the
more.
spell I was using.
Thunderous force sweeps out from
Imagine- Imagine all of
I also
those
have Shatter.
bugs failing the save and being pushed 10 feet out of Lucero's body.
Well,
Okay.
Lucero's body would also be pushed 10 feet
Yeah.
because it's an object.
Lucero's body goes with the bugs. The bugs remain inside.
I was about to say,
2d8
Newton's laws.
thunder
We'll
damage.
secure the body. It just says unsecured objects. We'll
Push 10
secure
feet
the body.
away.
We want to make sure the
Tie him
bugs get
down.
out.
Creature takes half
Um,
on success.
person. This is completely out of character. I have a question.
Sure.
I remember you saying something a few minutes ago about as long as the body isn't completely disintegrated, it will the resurrection will work.
Yeah, I was gonna mention once I got to Shatter that there's a strong chance that the body is completely destroyed by a spell like that. Because Shatter
So-
literally. Oh,
Now
wait.
riddle me this.
A creature made of inorganic material. Well, that's just disadvantage.
If-
10
So why don't
If it's
you guys just okay?
Go ahead, Wolfrin. What were you gonna say? What's your idea, man?
Why don't you guys just cut off like a pinky and use that as the source of the resurrection because it'll regrow the rest.
No, that's about
don't
what I
know.
was going to say, because said it cannot be completely destroyed. And the usual concept of that is you can't use it of ash, you have to have some remainder of flesh. So Wolfrin's idea of cutting off a pinky, we use Shatter, and we have masses of Lucero to use, that's still technically the body remain.
But
Therefore,
if they're in all over his body, they could even be, in the veins of his pinky.
that is usually how a parasite travels, or they embed themselves into the muscles, so
But-
my point is invalid.
Could we revive Lucero with Lucero's hair?
If you have a spell that would
That
do that, maybe.
Piece of the body.
You need,
That's technically a
true
remain.
MSR
If-
usually.
If Lucero was
Man.
already a, I will tell you this: like if Lucero was cursed, for example, Cursed, if your entire body was destroyed except for your pinky, you would still come back on an end of lapse. You might be really damaged mentally and stuff like that. Like I was okay, the sort of the sort of amnesia that you've had this past time is kind of generous. A lot of times the having the head destroyed, as much of the body destroyed as that undeath, is a lot more debilitating when they come back. But like your personality can change and stuff, and maybe even degrade potentially. But yeah, you would still be able to resurrect without anybody doing anything to you, Cursed, if it was like just your pinky. But the procedure you need to do to Lucero first is a little bit different. Like you kind of need the body for that. But I mean,
I think we
Even
could try
though asked a
Thunderwave.
good
Does anybody
question in
have
the chat.
anything that purifies?
Holy water?
Holy
don't-
water? Make the man drink holy water.
I don't think any of us have holy water.
No.
You can't
God
drink.
damn.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't make
It wouldn't go anywhere, even if he did like
The
pull
one
it
that
down his
has the
throat.
holy water is
if-
dead.
If we had a bathtub full of holy water, we could just submerge his body in it.
We would
But
also have to
I
like
don't
Aren't
think-
you wait, aren't you a monk?
Yeah.
That's technically a clergyman.
yeah.
So you could technically make a vat of holy water.
Well,
even if we made a
you
vat of
need-
holy
But I don't
water,
think
we
that's
would
a-
have
I
to
think that's
we
a
would have to
cleric
poke him
exclusive.
so many times to get it inside of him.
Yeah.
At
I
that point, we're
mean,
just
I could do
filling
it.
him with stuff.
I'm sure Makie could do acupuncture and get it in at all.
We need to marinate him in holy water.
We need to marinate
That's what
the
I'm
corpse.
saying.
We need one of those big steak mallets.
Okay,
Is
that's
holy water
tenderizing,
magical?
first of all.
Is holy
Same
water
difference.
magical?
No.
is holy water magic?
It adds lacerations. Anyways.
So
Is it-
holy.
I think technically.
Yeah.
So even if,
I don't know.
well, hear me out. I don't know if this applies to holy water in the game mechanics because I've never played a cleric or anything that can make holy water. But in the actual rules regarding holy water in like real life, you literally only need a drop of it to make an entire vat into holy water. So we wouldn't need a lot of bless.
Yeah, no idea. I've never had to make holy water.
Yeah, I think
I know
it's-
too much.
I think it's made in mechanically in game by casting bless on water. I think technically.
Okay.
From okay, so I googled is holy water magical 5e, and the first thing that popped up is holy water is unique because it's one of the few magic items in the game players can make if they're a cleric or a paladin. That's what it says.
Damn it.
Do we have any?
Yeah.
Do we have any clerics or paladins here?
No.
Would you theoretically be able to do it as
Can I
a
make
monk
unholy-
in your setting? Because didn't you make monks also very religious?
Do you have the
people?
bless spell?
No.
Damn.
So, is there a
I
way
still
out to
advocate
delete-
cooking the body.
I think Thunderwave would work. I think we should tie Lucero's body down.
Low and slow until he's a nice beef jerky.
And
Golden
then
brown.
Thunderwave Lucero, so that all the creatures get blown out of his body 10 feet away.
If someone is up against the wall and you thunderwave them, they don't go through the wall. Like up the wall, they just stop the wall.
Yeah, they'll just smash against the wall.
Can't stake them to the ground.
Shall we return to the tear them open and pull them all out?
Is there a
Is-
reason why you can't just wait for them to hatch and crawl out themselves?
I think because everybody wanted to try and speed up the process.
Yeah.
Well, Kirsten was completely content to just wait it out. Makie wants it done now, as far as I can
I
understand.
feel like it's a. I
Please
also
correct
feel like
me.
it's a bad idea to leave this until tomorrow.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
a
like it's a bad
decent
idea to
idea.
wait. But
Diviners.
Diviner said if you make the body hard as stone, would the larva turn to stone too? It's a good
They'd
question.
either
Have
turn to stone or
something that could-
starve. It's squished, maybe.
Yeah, but we're kind of waiting for them to starve anyways, so that wouldn't speed
Right.
things up.
yeah.
Stone target a stone object of medium size. Smaller. You touch a stone object.
I don't think
Oh,
that would turn
you mean-
into stone.
Are you talking like flesh to stone and then stone shape them?
Wait. Are you thinking of squishing him as flat as
Interesting.
a pancake with the stone to squish all the bugs inside?
I have no idea.
Oh wait,
Please, God, no, you wouldn't have a husband
wrong
anymore.
spell. Sorry.
Stone scan.
Wrong.
You touch a willing creature.
That just turns their skin more
Yeah,
hard.
it just makes their skin.
That one.
Yeah, that's just speeding up rigor
Flesh to
mortis at
stone.
that point.
It's also for targeting a creature.
Which, oh yeah, he is not.
If any of
Okay,
you
while
arcane
they're
checks-
discussing this, I'm
Could
literally
I?
gonna go
Wait.
try and like grab some like metal scrap to start like fabricating the thing to cook
So-
Lucero in.
So you're trying to build an oven, basically, or like a makeshift.
No,
oven.
I just need metal scrap because I can use fabricate with my lyre building,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
and that can make like a medium object, so I can have something I could stuff Lucero in.
Yeah, sure. So, you basically, are you just gonna like? I mean, you might be able to find some like metal detritus on the street or something, or like in an alley somewhere nearby. Make a investigation.
Okay. That spell is for later then. Let me see.
Your investigation's gotta be pretty good, right?
So I just
It
realized
is
I have an alchemy jug.
Almost a
that
nat
I've
20.
never used.
Acid.
Okay.
And alchemy jug lets you make basic poison.
I have an alchemy jug.
So, Candor, you recall seeing some, like with your maybe with your photographic memory, or you were just paying attention to details as you guys were walking around, maybe when you went to the time locked merchant, and yeah, you recalled seeing some like metal scrap piled up outside of either a hovel, somebody else's hovel, or another shop nearby somewhere. And yeah, you can go grab it easily. Doesn't take you long.
I
Okay,
found
cool.
something I can use to test poisons.
Okay.
'Cause I forgot that alchemy jug can make poison.
Right.
Dang.
I would like to make a basic poison from the alchemy jug and put it in the vial of the bug to see if the poison works on it.
Okay. A basic poison.
Yes.
All right, let me take a look.
Would it be possible to heat up the poison to make it gaseous?
Mm,
Instead of a liquid?
I mean, you have a potion making kit or something, alchemy tools or something, right?
Yeah, I do have I think it's a poisoner's kit specifically.
Can you make a roll with it?
It wants me to query. I would assume I'd be using wisdom because it's similar to
It's asking what skill you would be using with it.
Yeah.
A lot of the
I don't know
times,
if
you wouldn't be using any skill with it.
Possibly wisdom.
Could I do
Might have been
suggestion and then say purge to Lucero's body?
Let me take a look.
Again, targeted.
But if I tell Lucero's body to purge itself of
target creature, probably.
Yeah,
It's
you
just not
can. You can Makia. You can make like a gaseous form of it, and
Okay,
you
then
yeah,
then while Kander's doing his preparation,
sure.
or Darren, Makie is going to quickly put poison in the vial that's got the bug, and then heat it up to make it into a gaseous form, so that the bug, like, I don't know if it can smell, but
It's for sure.
Well, it has to breathe.
It's for sure like yeah, just to make sure it's for sure affecting the creature. Like you might even be able to coat it, to drip it directly onto the bug, even a little bit in its liquid form before you heat it up or whatever. I don't know. You can test just to see like extra ways of affectation on the.
She just wants to see if poison will work on it, and since she can make this for free with her alchemy jug,
sure.
It's the best way, and it does damage, so it's not like
it does. That's poison damage.
Well, you can only do so much with the alchemy jug.
Yeah, unfortunately, the DC is low, but if it does fail the DC, it would take 1d4 damage. I don't know how much damage it needs to take, but
yeah. So you do this. You expose the bug to the poison. There is no noticeable effect.
Okay, so the poison for sure won't work.
Definitely glad I'm making this boiling pot.
Yeah, Kander, or Darren, Darren, what does it look? What does it look like when you get the pieces together and you use your fabricate to create this like person-sized oven? What does it look? How does it look? Like, is it just like a wave of
I think I mostly make a cauldron.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Like just big enough that I could curl Lucero up and put him in there.
Yeah. All right.
Lucero soup.
And you're able to fabricate that instantaneously. Cool. All right. So you guys have the cauldron there. All right.
Maki is not watching. She doesn't want to watch her partner be boiled.
Here. I mean, there's eyeballs floating in that one. Maybe I'll just get you one that looks... Oh, that one. That's fine, I guess.
Cool. If nobody stops me, I'm taking Lucero's body, putting it in the cauldron, taking my decanter of endless water, and filling it to the top.
I'm gonna slap you on the hand. Stop it.
Hey, we have to be doing something.
Hey, it's not boiling the boy.
Will this hurt our chances of reviving him? No? Then I'm doing it.
I didn't answer. You can't. You can't boil him because then I won't have any blood to take out of him or put back in.
The blood will be fine. You can use the broth.
No.
Oh, you need blood.
I need blood.
Can't you just extract?
No, you need blood
right
from. I was about to say you need blood from Marg, don't you?
What?
I need to take the blood out and put the blood back in so that the heart can circulate properly.
So can't you just start taking
Couldn't we?
blood out
Couldn't
now?
we bleed him now?
Everybody's trying to boil him. I haven't gotten the chance to just bleed him.
Then do that.
Yeah, like if you want to go ahead and like pull blood from the body. I mean, you have stuff
Yeah,
with
I'd love
that
to start.
kit. You can do that. You have, I don't know if they're like equivalent to like syringes or something, but you could start, I don't know, maybe some kind of like makeshift IV with those intestines as tubes or something. You could probably start pulling blood from the body. You have something to put pressure on what you're putting in there to pull the blood out, basically, even without blood flow happening. You could probably do that. Yeah. But, I mean, you know, probably don't want to be exposed to that blood.
Does resurrection need the whole body? Or could it just go from the hair?
Does the spell resurrection?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing anything. It says I can't link it because it's not a spell. I don't know how to link
Don't
spells
need any
that they're just from
sort
the
of-
compendium. But it doesn't say like specifically. It just says you touch a dead creature that's been dead for no more than a century. It doesn't say what you need from that creature that I can tell. And it says it restores any missing body parts. So, like,
Yeah.
if we have the hair and Quartz
Oh,
can
wait,
use
no.
the museum
He doesn't
to
have
use
access to that.
resurrection?
It's a bard cleric.
Yeah, if
You only gain
if-
access to sorcerer, warlock, and wizard spells.
You only gain access to sorcery.
Oh,
in this
from the
case, 'cause it's a
museum
sorcerer.
specifically. I see. Never mind.
Yeah.
You
Is
just
that
get
correct?
access
I'm
to
pretty
your
sure that's
whole
correct, right?
class's tables.
Well, he does have bard if that's the case. I don't know if that's like a thing.
That's what I was assuming.
it's
It
a
just
bard
says
spell.
Must be on the class's spell list of a level for which you have spell slot. But I just need to be a sorcerer to attune to it, which I am.
Okay, I was making sure. Okay.
So
Well,
it
we
is
might want to ask
possible.
before
So
we do it 100%.
Actually,
could do.
that should still work.
Da-da.
And you can manufacture spell components, right? 'Cause of
Your class's spell
cool
list
bard things.
and
As
the
long
level.
as it's not magical and it doesn't say it needs to be magical.
That's awesome.
Wow, dual classing. Nice.
Zoned out just a
Do
little
that.
bit. Did we find something that does not involve boiling the man?
Well,
yes
we
and no.
still have to boil him.
We still
but
have to
we-
boil him. Okay.
But
We can boil
this
him for
would
fun.
get him his body back without doing the turning
weird
him
ritual.
into a tiefling by giving blood.
Yeah. Basically, through somewhat vague rules, Quartz has access to resurrection
Oh, nice.
if we give them the museum apparatus for now. Which I do not think would be a bad idea, obviously. One, nobody's using it.
Yes.
Two, resurrection.
Just like Maki didn't take it. She does not have interest in it.
I'm
so, like, if
pretty sure
you-
it's still in the body, so
If you if you stripped the body to put it into your boiling pot, then Quartz
I have not
would
yet. I was going to
go
do that,
and
right before.
take it and attune to it, and then just
I
surprise
don't know how to.
us.
I don't know how to stop you guys from doing whatever with the body while I attune to the
Hey.
museum. So
Hey, guys.
I mean, like I said, I was going to strip him,
Hey-
so, you
hey,
could
Cursed.
take it then. Sorry.
Hey, Joanne,
Yeah, what is it? Chris?
Hey.
what's up?
You'll just bring the bugs back, though.
No, not
That's
if
why
we
we're
boil
boiling him.
first.
Nope. It cures
We're not
them
boiling
of
him.
all poisons and
We are
diseases.
boiling him.
It says, and
But
I
it's
quote.
not a poison or a disease.
Hold on.
Parasite.
Here, I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
give you a ruling on this. The
Yeah,
spell,
but
the spell neutralizes any poisons and cures normal diseases afflicting the creature when it died. It doesn't, however, remove magical diseases, curses, and the like. If such
If he
aren't,
had the flu, we'd be fine.
if such effects aren't removed prior to casting the spell, they afflict the target on its return to life. Also, res sickness.
Closes
Lucero-
mortal wounds and restores any missing body.
There is resistance.
Yeah.
I think that they would rather have res sickness than they would any weird personality bullshit.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
with
but
this
then
one,
you'd
we
also
can
give them
turn
the
the body
bugs
to
back.
ash. And,
Yeah.
Well, we can turn the body to ash and then resurrect. Is that what?
That is also true.
That's true. Yeah, you wouldn't even need the ash, really. Would you?
No.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
touch
so.
a
That's
dead
why I'm not sure why
creature.
we would
You
need to get rid of the
still-
bugs. I don't know why the bugs would be brought back in the new body, but
Yeah.
You still need the dead
that is the
creature.
case.
So we do need the ash, but
Okay.
oh yeah, you have to have something to touch. That's fair.
Yeah, a dead creature you can touch. Yeah.
we could
I mean,
just
like I
chop
said-
his hair off.
That's an option,
His hair
yeah.
off, just in case.
Guys, I would like to point out that the spell says if the soul is free and willing.
Did we
Yeah.
not
God.
just?
I mean, isn't that what we'd be doing with Cursed's way too?
Well, I mean,
No, I don't
Is
think so. I think Cursed's way traps
Magic
the soul in there.
Mm.
I can tell you that
I think Cursed's way is much more like nefarious in that I don't think that they have to consent.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay,
But
but we already got the
Lucero-
information for the transfusion. This would be a whole turn of events, and maybe he's not cool with that. I don't know. I'm trying to make it
Was-
work in my favor.
I
Lucero
don't-
was willing.
I don't know if Lucero's soul is free, but Lucero's soul, I'm pretty sure, is willing because Makie asked if I found a way to bring you back.
But
Would
that doesn't
you be
bring
okay-
back
would you
the
be
soul
mad?
of the person. It just lets you ask questions from like their memories.
No, before Lucero died, Makie asked, if I find a way
Oh,
to
yeah.
bring you back, will you be mad? And Lucero said, was it something along the lines of, as long as I won't be chained anymore, that's fine. So that would mean Lucero is willing. We just don't know if the soul is free. I would assume it is.
So we could try.
I wouldn't.
Here's the thing. We could try casting Resurrection on a bit of Lucero that is definitely not contaminated. And then if that does work, awesome. If it doesn't, we have the rest of Lucero that I'm going to be boiling to do the other bit.
Wait, just like chop off Lucero's hair and try casting Resurrection with just the hair?
Right.
Yeah.
That could work. And then we'll just have Lucero's old
no
body and
downside, yeah.
Lucero's new body.
Can I have the old body if you guys don't need it? I'm hungry.
I mean, I don't think you want to eat that body. It's full of bugs.
I'm pretty sure the flesh will
Honestly,
eat those
I don't
bugs, so
mind.
we're fine.
There's protein.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Give Quartz.
Can
the
Lucero
museum.
watch me?
I
eat
think that's the
their old
best
body?
idea
That
right
would be
now. We
awesome.
try the other thing first.
okay, so we've been talking about this for over an hour.
I
Have
know.
we actually?
Yeah.
Think we overthought it a
Yeah,
little bit?
because nobody
I
is
just
just
want to
doing things when
electrocute
I'm
him
trying
and
to
do a
do.
transfusion.
I think while everyone else is trying to cure the body of the bugs, Quartz will just start to attune to the museum. Just in case.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you're going to now take the museum apparatus and start trying to attune to it.
Correct.
All right, it will take you an hour if I recall, right?
Correct.
Yeah, short rest.
Okay,
We cut off some
Do you
hair.
tell any of us about your
probably-
idea?
you may start attuning to the museum. What is everybody else doing?
No.
You don't tell us about your idea. Okay, well, I'm going to start boiling the body.
Is anybody?
Wait a second. Let me read something.
I think Quartz should at least tell us to cut off some of Lucero's hair.
I mean, boiling's not going to destroy.
I have an idea.
Yeah, here's the thing. So, okay, how does this thing? I want to make sure before we do this that the museum works. Okay.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't work.
So what I'm being told.
Museum only does wizard, sorcerer, and warlock spell
It
lists.
does not, actually. It says anything that is in your class's spell list.
Technically by the
Right, but it's
very
only
vague
supposed to attune to wizards, sorcerers, and warlocks. So it's only designed to do
Right,
those
but
spells.
he has
But it
double
doesn't
classes. So is that how we're treating it?
Here, I'll try to look something up.
It says that you can attune to it only if you're that, but it doesn't say you can only take from those spell lists.
Yeah.
So this would be one of those rules as written versus rules as
Is
intended.
the thing.
Intended, they obviously meant
Yeah.
only those spell lists. But
Yeah, they obviously meant for it to only be those spell lists, but they did not write that way.
And they know multi-classing
really, it's
is
basically
a
just
thing.
They
So-
do know multi-class thing is a thing, so yeah.
I would never ever assume that they were like, "Oh, this could happen. That's fine." They probably assume they had no idea because they're not that right.
How
Um,
old is-
Either way, if I do attune to it, I can then do your cloud kill suggestion.
Well, there you go.
we know now that
Well,
poison doesn't work.
Cursed has cloud kill and poison doesn't work. Makie used
Or
her
Cone of
alchemy
Cold,
to
or any of the other elemental suggestions.
Can somebody paste the like museum apparatus description or something that says how it works so I can take a look at it?
One sec, I got it.
Hold on, yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Wait, what is Quartz's intelligence?
I have a 19 because I have a headband of intellect.
Oh, okay, so you might have a chance because it's DC 10 plus twice the level of the spell, and you were wanting to do a
Yeah, it'd be
level
plus 14, so a
7.
24.
It's an Arcana check though, and I think he has proficiency plus he's a bard.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't think it would be impossible for him to cast the spell.
I need an Arcana check, you said?
Yes.
Or-
To cast any spell.
That's for casting the spell. Hold on. We'll find out if we actually need that.
7.
So you have the components for the spell, right?
I can make them, yeah.
Good.
You can make them because your creation, right?
Yeah.
You have the spell slot required for the spell.
You do have a 7th level spell slot still free.
Not right now, but I have the vials.
Yeah, so you could charge up, and you've unlocked that level of spells, right?
Yes, I have up to 8th level spells.
Okay.
Okay. You expend a spell like before resolving. You make an intelligence Arcana check. DC is twice the level of the spell slot you expend to cast the spell, which you could reasonably make the roll. I think we all know that. Successful check, you cast a spell as normal using your spell save DC and spellcasting ability modifier. On a failed check, you cast a different spell from the one you intended. Randomly determine the spell. Okay. If you try to cast a cantrip you don't know, DC, the intelligence is 10. Okay. Yeah, I know. This is all overthinking, and it's a lot. So it does seem like just from the wording of it, technically, you probably could do it. So what's your classes are Bard and what?
My classes are 16 Bard, 1 Sorcerer.
Okay. And the spell is Bard Cleric, right?
Yeah.
But the Museum... Is the Museum only supposed to be worn by sorcerers, so you qualify because you
It
have
can
one...
only be attuned by sorcerers, wizards.
Sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Okay. Okay. It's a hard question. So I tried looking it up.
Yeah.
It does seem like technically by the wording of the item, technically you'd be allowed to do it. And on trying to look it up, I'm having conflicting opinions on it.
Yeah. Which I'm not surprised about because, like,
makes sense.
Well, like Wolfrin said, it's rules as written rather than it's rules as written or rules as intended.
Every spell
So it's just up
list
to you.
has the name of a class. The wizard class has the wizard spell list. The ranger class has the ranger spell list. Sorcerer has the spell list. So on. So there's no fighter spell list. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm hearing some weird noises. I think there's just some thunder outside or something.
Might be me
I guess
sending
the
you
other.
messages.
So the main reason that I think it
Oh,
probably
let me check your
shouldn't
messages.
work is because of how warlock spells work.
Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry. I'll get to that in a second. Hang on.
You're fine.
Are you doing
Sorry, I
that?
didn't want to interrupt.
Are you doing that?
I would like to. It seems like a pretty valuable option.
Which ones are you? Who are you targeting? You're not gonna be able to use it on the bugs. I'll tell you that. Like they're not gonna flee the body.
And you'd have to see them.
Yeah.
Well, then it's Cone of Fear.
So you're hitting everyone in the room with you with Cone of Fear. You really?
Everybody get out!
So here's my thing.
I might not be reading close.
You did some offensive magic on these guys before, and they killed you. They tried to kill you. Are you going to do that again? Because I just want you to know that may be what's about to happen. Like if you're, because I don't think they're all going to fail. I can tell you that right now. I just want to make sure you.
Really? On a 15?
What are we talking about right now?
They're trying to cast Cone of Fear with their wand.
If you want to do
I'm
it,
trying to cast Cone of Fear on the phone.
all right, you're casting Cone of Fear on everyone in the room. All right, go ahead, do it. Everybody make.
No, I want everybody to get out.
Isn't it a cone? It's a cone.
It's
It's
a cone,
in a
yeah.
cone from the tip of the wand.
Yeah, but I mean, reasonably, I would say who would expect her to do it? She could position herself in a way to hit everyone in the room, I would think, if she really wanted to. Like, we don't know where you guys are standing for this right now or anything. We don't have a map, like a proper map or anything.
I would not like to do that.
You don't want to do that?
I
She
don't
wants
want
to
to hit
cast it on the
everybody.
body. That's the only thing that she wants to cast it on.
Oh,
That's
you
the
want to
only
cast?
thing I want to do.
Oh, okay. You want to cast it on the body.
Everyone except
Yes.
for
Sorry, I
Myrkrið.
wasn't clear.
I thought you were
Alright,
casting
One
on your
moment. I'm
teammate.
being called away.
All right.
Everyone except for Myrkrið are immune to frightened right now anyway.
And I'm immune
Or the
naturally.
bugs.
Are you what?
They're all immune to
The
frighten.
bugs might be as well because they had
I
part of
hate
the
it.
piece from Lucero.
Okay, well, I can tell you this: like you cast Cone of Fear on the corpse, nothing seemingly happens.
They might be scared, but they can't get out of
imagine
there.
she's in the background. I imagine she's in the background doing this, and all you hear randomly is "son of a bitch."
Everyone who has a passive perception of higher than 17, you do notice at some point that Cursa gets a lot of blood on herself. As she's like
Terrifying, okay.
fiddling with the body.
I'm fine with
okay.
this. I told her to take the blood.
Let me solve this Mizium thing. Jesus Christ, you guys. Chaos.
So
Look.
Cursed taking Lucero's blood. Quartz took some of his hair, I believe. Quartz is attuning.
I'm taking the whole body.
You're taking the whole rest of the body. I guess.
Quartz didn't take the hair. Quartz just told you guys to take some hair.
Oh, okay. So
Currently
Maki is.
attuning.
So Candor has taken or is taking the body to boil it. So I guess Maki is helping Candor strip the body and taking some hair while doing this.
Yep, sure. I'm not gonna complain.
And then Cursed was thinking of doing something else, or is just taking the blood.
Possibly just taking the blood.
She
Either way.
She just gets some blood on herself is all. She doesn't like take any yet. I'm trying to figure out this Mizium thing. It's so complicated. I think
It's just going to boil down to whatever you think is right.
Yeah,
I think
it's just your
DM
call, really.
decision.
this rules out single class. Oh my gosh! So like people are saying the same thing you guys are saying. So some people are saying yes, technically.
Yeah.
Other people are saying it. Well, it seems to only be taking into consideration sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. So
Yeah.
it's just, and there's no official ruling that I can find.
Nope.
So
Well,
It's just
I
gonna be up
think
to you,
if
sorry.
I feel like if it doesn't specify, it's forgetting that there's multi-classing, which they should know better to not take into account multi-classing to get around stuff. Like, I don't know how old the Guide to Ravnica
Not
books are.
old, it's new.
It is new. Oh, well,
Yeah.
there might still be changes in the future, but so far there hasn't been any changes to that.
And there haven't been any clarifications, so it seems like they're leaving it up to DM.
All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do.
They should remember there's multi-classing if they're gonna make things specific.
Really should.
To certain classes. Like, I don't think if you're not gonna specify, it can only be these specific spells.
Yeah, it's OP enough as it is. I feel like, you know.
That's also the thing. Yeah.
I mean, you still have to make the intelligence check. If it was, because it's an uncommon item, if it was lower levels, I don't feel like it would be as easy.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to make an Arcana
at
check.
level 3.
Yeah, the highest Arcana check you'd have to make is
It's a 28.
Yeah. If you're doing like a 9th level spell, would it be 28?
Yeah. 28, which at that point you could do
8th
easily.
level spell. I don't have 9th level spells.
Well, yes, but we're saying in theory the
theory.
highest that you would have to make is a 28.
Right.
And so here's some of my other reason it goes into it. I know what the player wants to happen here. Also, like out of character. And
that's metagaming.
that is metagaming.
You don't want us to bypass.
I'm
this
pretty sure the
ritual?
DM gets to metagame to some degree.
I do feel like the item is broken enough as is. Giving you access to giving the party access to basically every spell in the game.
I agree.
Every spell that you have.
I mean, yeah, only as long as you have a class.
A level. Like somebody in the party has one
or
level in that
paladin.
class. Yeah. Then you can cast
Yeah,
it.
which is what we have right now.
Yeah.
Our bard has one level in sorcerer, which is allowing them to cast every bard spell and every sorcerer spell.
Yeah, it's a little broken.
I agree it's broken. I was just giving a suggestion. You didn't have to take a suggestion.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a no.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's like one of those things where it's like I would have agreed either way, but because I see both, so
I can see both too. And
Is that a ruling
it's a tough one.
Is that a ruling to no, I can't use bard spells, or no, I can't use it at all?
Can't use resurrection.
Can't use resurrection.
So
You
bard
can only use from sorcerer spell school.
Okay.
Yeah, only
So
yes. I guess because you're a sorcerer. Yeah, it would only be sorcerer spells. Sorcerer, wizard, and what was
But-
the other one that it gives access to?
No, you only get your own
Well,
class, so she only gets sorcerer.
Yeah.
Right, but those are the 3 classes that it can attune to.
Right.
Yes, sorcerer, warlock, wizard.
But as long as Eo has that spell slot, even though they are bardic spell slots, Eo can use it for a sorcerer spell,
Right.
is how it works.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only ones that are like locked in are usually warlock spell slots.
Okay. Now that we've settled that,
Yes. Boiling the body.
as the water starts to heat up,
Hold on, let me just put in heat metal.
I'm
to have
assuming
that.
nobody stops Dayron from doing this.
I mean, they all think he's Candor because he hasn't admitted his name change yet.
I think the only one that would
Yes,
have
but I
stepped out
identify
for
as
ability-
Daron right now.
Okay. So, before the water even gets hot, you notice that the things start escaping the body. I think
Wait,
we're at
did you put it in salt water?
I think we're at end of lapse time, and it's
Fuck.
and
Dang
it's
it,
just
you guys. I was trying to go fast.
It's just time. I mean, I've given you guys an hour and a half to chat about this, and this is what I was going to do. I'm going to be honest with you,
but everybody was debating.
this is what I was going to do
Procrastinating
anyways. Even if I
fifteen
let you use the museum, I was going to have it hatch while you were tuning to it. So yeah,
Fair enough.
while you've got the body in the water and the water is heating up, the larvae start hatching, and swimming to the surface of the water. Is it just you tending the
They're
cauldron,
getting stabbed.
Darren?
I think Makie would probably be there.
Makie didn't want to watch her partner's body be boiled, so she was not.
Very true. So actually, yeah, probably just
But
me.
if you
unless
called her
Ursig was
over to
fussing
start
over the blood.
killing bugs, then she would. But she's kind of not in the right mental state to deal with that. She's in the mental state of they're doing this to bring him back, but she's not in the right mental state to be seeing like bad things happening to the core.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
literally
she's
the only thing I would
recording.
say is, oh, well, that's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, and they literally swim to the surface of the water and start flinging themselves out of the cauldron at you. Make a dex save. You're good.
I
at
mean, I
these.
would like to start stabbing them.
Yeah, you can definitely do that too.
Where are the NPCs?
let's
Is
see.
Hands
So
helping
dex save.
Candor with this?
He's a
Darren?
rogue. I think he'll be okay.
It'll be all right. I don't even think he can fail this roll.
I mean, nat 1, I could.
Okay. So is it a 23?
Hold on, let me make sure. Yes, because I cannot use my side bolstered back on saves.
Okay. So how are you attacking these things? Like, are you using a weapon, or are you doing
With my psychic knives.
All right, make a couple rolls. Make 5 rolls.
Okay. All right.
While he's doing that,
let's
would
see, this
Hands
would
have
be-
been helping Darren with that since it's Hands' fault that
I don't think Hands is comfortable with boiling Lucero either,
Okay.
especially given your current mood.
But he did
what
just
are
make a
the
comment about
NPCs
bugs.
doing? Yeah, what are the NPCs doing, and what is Abe and Flo? Oh, Abe and Flo left. Never mind.
You saw the bugs and just
I
left.
did say out loud, oh, that's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, you did. So I mean,
Even
if-
Flo just
yeah,
noped.
yeah, you say it loud enough, Abe and Flo leave. I think Makia would turn around.
Most of them are probably trying to stay out of the
water.
argument, the sort of like
Oh, then
back and forth that's been going on, because, you know, you might just kill them or something. So for the
What's
most
What's
part-
happening? I had to take the dogs
Yeah.
out.
Boiling
The
the body,
bugs
bugs are coming out.
attack.
bugs are coming out of the body while it's after Kander started to prep the cauldron. Okay.
Bubble, bugs and trouble.
Wait. Makia's gonna call out. Put a lid on it.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't make one.
So some of them start to fling themselves out of the pot at you, Kander, but you move out of the way pretty easily, and yeah, you explode a few of them with your psychic blades. One of them hits the ground and starts to squirm away towards the closest life sign, but it's visible. Like anybody nearby would be able to see and hear the thing. It's screaming really loud. For such a small little creature as it tries to pull itself across the ground.
Can I stomp on it?
Sure. Yeah, you can stomp on it. Make an unarmed attack, I guess.
I clearly didn't think this through.
You're gonna miss and it's gonna eat through your boot.
Yeah, would stomping really be your first
Oh
thought?
no.
Or would it be I should cast a cantrip at it?
It should be I should cast
You have been thinking of
something
casting
at it.
Chaos Bolt this entire time.
Yeah.
Like you've
I
got
cast it.
Chill Touch or Mind Sliver. I don't know.
Chill touch requires me to touch it.
No, it
I'm not
doesn't.
doing that.
No, chill touch
does
is
not.
ranged. It's a ranged attack.
No, that's a range.
Oh, okay, let me do that.
Convention.
It sounds like it would be a touch attack because
It
touch,
sounds like
but you
Yeah.
create a ghostly
It also
skeletal
doesn't do
hand.
cold damage.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
then
it's
goes to touch
necrotic.
them. Yeah.
Such a weird named spell.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Yeah, no, I chill touch that thing.
All right. Roll on a chill touch attack roll.
Oh,
Hold on.
sorry. Go back
There you
to
go.
the
That's how
There
that
you
works.
All right, yeah, roll
Fix it.
damage. Just click where it says chill touch right there below the 28. I think that'll do it.
Right below the 120
Yeah.
feet in the
Does a
chat window.
19 kill it?
Yeah, for sure. 19 damage definitely kills it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So yeah, you chill touch the thing, and a ghostly hand reaches out from you and like crushes the thing instantly. Okay. Are you guys putting a top over the cauldron now? Somebody mentioned that.
Yeah, Makie's like calling out to put a lid on it. I don't know if anybody's gonna try.
didn't make one, so I don't have one.
I don't think we should put a lid on your husband. He's not noodles, please.
I mean, he could be.
No.
So
How
Dayrin,
did you make?
go ahead, Wolfrin.
I was just gonna ask something stupid, like how did you make him fit? Is he are his feet next to his like ears?
Oh yeah, I pulled him up into a ball. He's a little Lucero dumpling.
Oh my god.
I mean, I do have a fairly high dex score. I feel I'm fairly flexible.
Yeah, rigor mortis hasn't.
Also,
started
you're
yet.
dead, so
I was
you
about
know.
to say the rigor mortis hasn't kicked in quite yet.
Oh no, it's probably already done.
Okay.
I must not have a good understanding of how long it takes rigor mortis to hit.
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest.
Very
Okay.
quickly.
So, Dayrin being closest to the cauldron, you do see these things like tearing their way out of Lucero's body pretty much all over the place. Some of them are coming out of like the eyes and mouth and nose and stuff like that.
That's quite rude.
Others are just like pulling themselves out through the skin. So you see a lot of like basically blotches appearing on the exposed skin you can see and stuff like that. Hundreds of them over the course of a minute or two, really.
I think Makie is going to chase after Abe and Flo and demand that they make that bubble that they made before. Around
Who?
the cauldron. Around the cauldron.
Doesn't
Oh,
it have to
I thought
target
it-
a creature?
Themselves.
Oh, does it have to be on the creature?
No.
I mean, Myrkrið
I mean, they can
thinks that thinks that he's immune to the bugs, so put him in there.
Continue
Right,
stirring the
Marlena.
pot, honestly.
He continues to-
Figuratively and literally.
Yeah, I mean,
As they're crawling out.
as the water heats up, some of them do just die in the pot, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
Can we get an AoE damage attack now that's not poison?
I don't know. Can
Did
you?
all of our AoE attack people leave? Is that our problem?
I don't have any AoE attacks.
Bards don't have AoE attacks.
Yeah, it's mostly
Two people stand
sorcerers
side by
and
side, I can
wizards.
swipe them.
I mean, I could see like casting thunderbolts or something on the water might serve as an effective AoE. Like
Isn't the boiling water working? They're leaving the body.
they
Or
are.
are we trying to come up with more solutions?
Yeah, they are. Because you
I
guys
was
are.
supposed to say, I'm not coming up.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just stirring the pot.
Yeah.
I got it. I
so-
got it. Curse deception
think
can
the
go up to
attempt-
the pot and use sword burst to make them all have to make deck saves or take what level are we? 46 damage.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all the bugs die either in the pot or after hopping out.
Thank you.
All the bugs, like
Yep.
all the bugs.
They're all dead.
Okay, cool. Give me.
Look, at this point, we are
Give
not
me
going to
the
treat Ramblin as an unreliable narrator.
man.
Yep. I mean, it's hundreds of them. Like, the pot is now
I just
full of
want
a
to
bunch
make
of dead
because it could
bugs.
be all the bugs you can see.
It's hard to even, like, there's so many bugs floating on the top of the water, it's almost hard to even see the body. But then there's just, like, mush all over the room where you guys have cast spells on these things, hit them with psychic blades, what have you. All the bugs are dead.
Yeah. I reach in the boiling pot
Yeah.
and scoop some out, let it burn the skin off, and then eat a handful of the dead ones.
You eat a handful of dead parasites? Yeah.
See what they taste like.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Can I take Lucero to do the procedure while
Yeah.
somebody's eating bug soup?
Yeah. They taste
I mean, technically, Lucero is bug soup right now.
they taste pretty awful. There's more like probably like keratin or shell than you probably expected. But they have like a sulfury rotten egg
Crunchy.
kind of taste to them. Maybe a bit of like earth taste or like ash. Yeah, they're pretty foul tasting, but
He's
I
a
can
dog.
I
so
can
he
cook them
probably
longer and
thinks
see if I
that's
can get that
good.
out of there.
what'd you say, Zach?
But I can cook that longer and see if I can get that taste out.
But yeah, it doesn't hurt you or anything. Myrkrið.
That's good at least.
All right, so
Yeah, I
Cursed,
assume we
you
are
take
doing the
Rules that
ritual.
were from
Cursed, you take the
50d4
body
poison
out.
damage.
I take the body out.
Yeah.
We start the ritual, I assume.
Yeah. So those of you with a passive perception over 17 do notice as Cursed preps the body that she gets more of the blood on her again. This time, you definitely notice her intentionally getting some close to her mouth. And I would say if your passive is higher than 22, it definitely looks like she intentionally gets some of it into her mouth.
Cursed, don't eat that. It has bugs in it.
What are you doing?
Not anymore. No, sorry. That was not an outside voice. That was an inside voice funny time.
Yeah.
Don't let me say that. Please, God. Please don't make her say that.
Cursed.
What are you doing?
I'm hooking him up. What does it look
No,
like?
we meant
I'm
with the
doing?
blood in your mouth.
What blood in my mouth?
Well, the blood is
The
intoxicating.
blood that I saw you get into your mouth.
It
I
tastes.
have no idea what you're talking about.
It tastes very.
Stop
good.
eating those bugs.
Tastes very good, Cursed. The blood does. Over the course of about a minute, you recharge all of your spell slots.
Hell yeah.
You do also notice something else.
Ah, shit.
You're now infected with bug egg.
Congratulations.
You
No.
feel the dagger
Pure
on your hip. The best way I can explain it is it almost like vibrates slightly and catches your attention. When you look down at it, at the dagger on your hip, the eyes on the snake are glowing this like green color.
Is that the dagger of venom?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Can we see that?
It's down in your. Look at your feet.
Yeah, those of you who are paying attention to Cursed, yeah, you might notice that the dagger on her hip lights up a bit, glows. Cursed, you hear a voice in your mind that I don't think anyone else hears, but it's whispery. It's very like almost like ethereal. It just says something along the lines of, You will free us. Yes. Good. Drink deep from the light of the fountain.
Hold on. I want to check my inventory real quick. Dang, I don't have what I want to have.
What did you want to have?
File.
I see. You were gonna put Lucero's blood in vials.
I mean, now she's definitely going to. Somehow. There are two things I want to do, but I'm like, eh. One is to again get blood intentionally near my mouth. Casually.
Sure. Make another sleight of hand check.
Cool.
What are you thinking when you hear this voice?
It kind of like stops her and she feels a dread, I feel. Because now she's got voices in her head and it's very odd right now.
Is it enough that I could insight check?
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, critical.
I think that's
a critical
a crit.
20. So you get more blood unseen. Unless
so much blood.
Unless he rolls a really good insight check here, which he does. Hold on.
That was the insight for the look, not for seeing, and I think that would be a perception, right?
I got you. Yeah, I got you. But because you rolled good on insight, you get the perception check because you're kind of paying attention to her. What were you gonna say, Ella?
Yeah.
I know it's up to you, but I feel like if she's already been caught
You'd be watching.
some of Lucero's blood that we are now watching.
Okay,
I feel like she would be a disadvantage.
Make
not
a disadvantage.
I don't know that it'd be disadvantage. You have to do something for that. It's just that we would be able to do actual active perception.
But now we actively know she's doing this weird thing.
Right, but that doesn't. Somebody knowing that you're doing something doesn't mean that you have disadvantage on them, seeing it.
Doing it.
Yeah. Would you make a perception check if you'd like to?
Well, here's my perception. I'm also gonna do an insight to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Okay. So, insight.
Wait, did you not get advantage on perception because it's also wisdom?
Do we have advantage on it?
Feast? Don't we get advantage on wisdom?
Or is it?
Do we? I thought
No,
it
it's
was
just wisdom saves.
saves. I don't think it's.
Oh,
on-
okay. Sorry, that should. Okay, well, lucky me. I got the ones that I needed on those.
Okay.
I'll make sure to not do that then. I forgot it was on saves only. Okay.
So here's the thing. She rolled a critical 20, but you rolled technically higher than what she got.
Yeah, I don't know that I noticed that bit. Like I said, I was mostly wanting what her expression was.
Yeah. The expression you see on her face with the success on the insight candor.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with not noticing the blood.
Is like 1,000-yard stare. Like she She has almost like this look of dread on her face for a moment, but her face becomes really flush, too.
Do I have any extra insight due to also having voices in my head?
I mean, she does. Maybe she does sort of flinch and react, or instinctively turn and look, give you the impression that maybe something is communicating with her. Sure. I mean, you rolled a 30. That's like godly level of insight. So, sure, I'll allow it.
Okay, just make sure.
He is God now.
Okay. The perception check. You see.
I was just rolling to see if I would get a crit. You don't have to tell me anything.
Yeah.
Since she rolled the nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
And Makie, I mean, you technically rolled pretty good on insight. I don't think you get as much detail as Dayrin, but you do notice like a 1,000-yard stare on her face when that happens. Okay. Now, Cursed.
Yeah.
You said you had this feeling of dread. What were you doing? You get more blood. You consume more of it. Okay. The voice comes back and it tells you, fear not, Cursed. Our shadows protected you for so long. You wish to be free of this place. Side by side, we escape together.
Mori.
Real quick. The first time she got blood in her, you said the dagger started glowing.
Yeah, it continues to glow while this is happening.
Well, probably the second time she got blood in her, but the first time we noticed.
Well, she didn't consume it the first time when she got some on her.
No, I was just covered in it.
I see. So it's just when she first consumed it started glowing?
Yeah. Also, Cursed, by this point, all your spell slots are filled. You've effectively gotten a long rest.
And it's staying glowing. So is it... Is it solid glow? Or is it like a
Pulse.
slight fluctuation?
It fades after it communicates this message to her.
Oh, okay, so
Would she-
so it is
Sorry.
talking to. Okay, I don't know that Makie would be able to put that together because she doesn't know that she's hearing voices in her head. But I am glad I figured it out at least.
Sorry, I've got it in here. Hold on. Would Cursed like realize after that message who the voice potentially was?
I mean, make a religion or arcana check or history or
So any of those?
yeah, any of those.
Okay, good, because bullshit.
Keep in mind what you rolled changes what you might get. Like if you rolled history, you might actually remember something from history. If you're rolling like the arcana, you might get something else.
Oh, damn. I just went with which one had the highest stat.
As
I
more,
didn't think about that.
I mean, yeah.
as more is of your potentially lost magical knowledge comes back to you. Yeah, you're very aware that this dagger you carry is magical. Not just magical, but an artifact of a particular demon prince by the name of Samael. Let me see here. Essentially, Samael is serpent, demonic serpent entity, whose domains are typically like darkness, shadow, fear. Let me see if I can find any particular notes on him. I know I got some notes on him somewhere. Let me see here.
No, that's wrong. Yeah.
Oh, dang. I was on the right track. I was on.
Yeah, I misspelled it the first time. Or at least that's the
Well, that's how half the other ones are.
other one. Yeah.
Un momento. Well, control
Yeah,
F
that's at least
doesn't
the
work.
where it was based on. I don't know if they kept that exact spelling.
Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. I think you guys are right.
Yeah. Stole it
Well,
from
I
the
wasn't-
Bible. How dare.
I wasn't trying to spell. I was making fun of it, but that worked.
Oh, I know. I was just spelling it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I was just trying to get it in there spelling for later.
And I can.
Where are you? Here we are. Okay, Samael.
Dang.
Also known as the Black Serpent, the Poison Serpent, the Shadow, Domains, Venom, Fear, and Darkness. And yeah, this is a creature who has it also tends to represent stealth in a lot of cases too, like subterfuge, I guess. Yeah, this is a creature who has aided you for some time. You're not sure for how long, but it's been helping you. It's never asked you for anything in return, but now it seems like it. Perhaps it's been doing so for a reason, intending on both of you escaping the void.
Sees what it wants now.
Okay.
I don't have anything to say. I'm just like, oh, wow.
See if I can pull any more about this dude. You've never seen it directly or anything. You've just found this dagger at some point. You probably can't even remember exactly when you found it right now.
Mhm.
It's potentially had some influence on your power with you being a shadow sorcerer. Perhaps it's one of the ways it's aided you. Let's see here. You did roll Arcana and not religions or history, so you might have heard through asking trusted sources or trying to dig up hidden information about this creature, because a lot of the information on Samael is hidden, doesn't have a direct base or whatever in the city, like the Citadel for the Prince of Madness, for example. There's no temple to it or anything. But it is known to be able to blend into the shadows. Its influence does the same, and it tends to strike its enemies from hiding. It also has been thought to be able to corrupt individuals to its will over time. And if its goals call for it, turning people against each other. It's said that its presence alone can taint the environment. As the creature does also represent poison. Yeah. Do you wish to say anything back to it?
Please remind me what he said. I'm so sorry.
So something along the lines of the first message was drink deep of the light of the fountain, and then it said, fear not, our shadows protected you for some time. Together we'll escape this place if freedom is from the void is what you desire, or something like that. Yeah. Side by side or something like that, it said. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, Ferdy, thanks for hanging out, and hope you have a good night. Don't work too hard. Don't let them work you too hard. We'll keep you here in spirit. Okay. So do you have any response for Samael here? Or do you just not say anything directly for now?
I feel like she's like muttering under her breath, yes, I want to be free. I want to leave this place. I want to be free of the chains that bind me to this hellhole.
Good, champion of darkness. Then we shall both once again bathe in the light of the fountain.
Silent tears down her face.
Okay, so you guys all see her suddenly start having tears streaming down her face. Now, you had gotten the corpse out of the cauldron and presumably onto a table or something. And yeah, you're ready to do the procedure whenever you recover from this. What's everybody else doing?
I'm outside.
All right.
Unaware.
Staring it.
I mean, I was paying attention to, yeah.
Yeah, I think Darren and Makie were both just staring at Cursed because she was being weird.
Abe and Flo stepped out also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably.
Yeah, they ran off when the bugs started coming out.
Okay.
They said, ew, gross.
Here, I'm gonna get rid of the alchemist because you're not here right now, as cool as you are.
I do like the alchemist picture. I like him a lot.
He's pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, you all are just like watching Cursed, who had turned away and kind of like tried to in vain hide tears now streaming down her face. Maybe she turns back around. She has like, I don't know, if they'd be mascara stains or whatever. I don't know. What do you think, Joanne?
Yeah, I think Cursed puts a little bit of ash in her lashes, so it's all running down her face now, and she's like desperately trying to wipe it away.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you said, she was turned away, right?
Yeah. You can turn away if
Yeah, she turns around, she realizes you two are staring directly at her, and she's like, oh god. And she's like trying to wipe it away.
Did you get some blood in your eye?
You'd be surprised how far blood flies.
Nonsense, Maki. It's probably just a very emotional ritual. And I will wink at Cursed.
I mean, it looks like you've been bathing in it.
Well, you come try to drain a body of all of its blood and then not get any on you. It's kind of a messy procedure. Speaking of
I
which,
agree,
where's
it's very
Mard?
difficult.
I think maybe you had the wrong supplies.
Mard's here. Mard approaches.
Come, and she'll like pat like on the I guess on another cot next to Lucero and start hooking her up.
Yeah. Mard lays down and lets you do whatever you gotta do. So yeah, you basically make a efficiently makeshift like IV. Maybe there's like a thing you can squeeze to sort of pump. And essentially what you're doing is like a blood transfusion. You're putting some of Mars' blood into the body of Lucero. It's got to go directly into the veins, even though blood's not pumping in Lucero's body. So maybe you have some needles, that kind of thing.
I was about to say, can I get Cantor or Dayron to come start pumping Lucero's heart for me?
Yeah, it certainly could
Canter to you
help.
at the moment, but yes.
Yeah, it certainly could help process for sure. So, Cursed. Make either an Arcana or Medicine check, please. You have advantage because Dayran is helping you.
Yay. You know what? Screw it. We've done Arcana the whole time. Holy shit.
Okay, so it's a critical success.
It was waiting. Yes.
I gave advantage because Dayran's helping.
Oh, right.
Yeah, basically I took the help
Sorry,
action.
I zoned out.
Thanks,
Nice.
David.
Thank
All right.
gods, because look at what the other option was.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Yeah.
if you didn't have advantage, you do have your session.
I do have the magic thing, yeah.
inspiration. Yeah.
What is it even called? Strength?
No, and your inspiration for the
Yeah, session inspiration.
I have another thing that, the Font of Magic. No, not the magic. I have another thing that lets me... Cauldron. But
Yeah.
we got crit. We're doing it.
Yeah.
You successfully complete the procedure for sure. Yeah, the blood goes in. I mean, Mard gets a bit dizzy, maybe a bit paler than Mard already is. But there's no negative effects mechanically to Mard either. Yeah, the procedure's a success. Nothing noticeable immediately happens, but you knew that already. So all that you have to do now is wait for the lapse to pass. Now, we are at the end of lapse. So presumably, like this is kind of like nighttime down here in the void. By morning, Lucero should reanimate. And because you got a critical success, you know that you did this all correctly.
Excellent.
Makie took notes.
Okay, yeah. You observed the procedure and like took notes on how to do it just in case you might ever have to do it again.
Yeah, we might have to do it for Quartz or even Flo or Darren, you know.
Sure.
We should probably make a note as she sees you writing stuff down. Make a note of who everybody wants as their donor, so we don't have this whole thing again.
Yeah, Makie.
And that's not a snap at anybody as a player. That's just Cursed being like, we spent an hour on this.
Yeah, after this, Makie is gonna go around and ask everybody. So, in the event that this has to happen to you, who do you want your donor to be?
Sure.
That was not a snap at anybody. That's a literal thing. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys all presumably answer this question?
Joanne just gets DMs later of different names.
Oh, Makie
I
is
want-
taking them, but Cursed probably is taking them too.
Do you go outside to ask, or just everyone inside?
Probably go and get everybody and bring them back once the procedure is over.
Not gonna lie, it would be so funny it's so funny to think of Makie not doing like a close-up thing and being like, hey, who y'all want your donors to be?
How long does the procedure take?
Sorry, what was the question, Quartz?
How long did the procedure take?
Oh, I'd say probably maybe at most just for all the setup and everything, making sure everything's kind of like hooked up correctly and stuff. At most, maybe an hour or two, I would think. I mean, we already have the equipment. The equipment's already put together. You just got to kind of like put it in, make sure you get a vein, pump it, all that kind of stuff. There might even be some like ceremonial words or incantations in infernal or abyssal, but ultimately, mechanically, those aren't super important. I mean, the role she made was a medicine role, so she mostly does this in a very like clinical way, I think.
1 to 4 hours is a typical blood transfusion. So
Okay. 1 to 4
So basically,
hours.
everybody could have a short rest while this occurred.
Yeah.
If you permit that. Sorry, I'm not the DM.
no,
Shut
no.
up.
I'm fine with that. That's a good idea. Say stuff like that. Sure, yeah, it's a good idea. If you guys would like to take a short rest, you're welcome to do so.
I would totally like to. I've used up a lot of my psychic abilities.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I would have probably gone in halfway through. Because I would have attuned to the thing and then go back inside.
Yeah, the
See all
Mizium.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. You're attuned to it. It's fine. Yeah. All right.
I think once everything's done, Makie will put on what she can back on Lucero.
Sorry, I just wanted to look at Lucero. I didn't mean to share that with you guys.
I do really like that picture of him, by the way. That's one of my favorite that you've made.
Thank you.
Oh, it's you. You did a good job. I like her.
Yeah, I hate score, by the way.
Are the wrinkles in the face supposed to be like burn scars?
Yeah.
Okay. I know the AI is not the best at doing that kind of thing, so I didn't realize that those were the burn scars until...
Well, just like scar tissue in general.
Yeah.
Mard kind of complains of being a little lightheaded after the procedure, and
Can I give them juice? Do we have mead or sweet roll on hand?
Well,
I have an alchemist jug.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
have an
alchemist
alchemist
jug.
jug.
You can give her a Lou Capri Sun.
Wait, don't we also have like infinite coffee or something from Lucero? Just dig around Lucero.
Oh yeah, that is an option too. Although that's not
When
very.
did we get infinite coffee?
We've
had infinite
yeah,
coffee.
The alchemist jug can make beer, honey,
a gallon of
mayonnaise,
honey.
vinegar. You just make a gallon of honey. That's very.
Did you just say mayonnaise?
Yes,
Yeah.
mayonnaise. 2 gallons
Oh
of
my
mayonnaise.
god!
Just
2
casual.
gallons of
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
We can give Mard 2 gallons of mayonnaise if she wants.
Please don't give Mart 2
Hey.
gallons of mayonnaise.
In a pinch, you can live on mayonnaise. It's always an option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
can,
don't
yep.
want to.
I don't want to, she says. I'd
No,
rather
you
die.
I like mayonnaise, but I don't like mayonnaise that much, man.
Yeah,
That's a lot of mayonnaise.
I feel that. By itself, it's not the best
Mhm.
thing.
And it's not like other stuff. You can't like make it into things. It's terrifying.
I mean, it depends. Is it American mayonnaise or is it Japanese mayonnaise? 'Cause
Oh, that's a
It's,
good
I mean, it
point.
would be an egg mayonnaise. Would be the. It'd just be like a really eggy
I mean,
mayonnaise, probably.
they're both egg mayonnaise. It's just I think American mayonnaise doesn't use the.
It has less
yolk,
eggs, so it would be
whereas-
eggy more.
American mayonnaise
Yeah.
uses the whole egg, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
QP mayo has a richer yolk, and I think they only use the yolk.
I'm glad we settled that.
Anyways,
It's very important information.
It is.
It is.
D&D is such a weird game, you guys.
I want to know: is it Japanese mayo or American mayo in that alchemy jug?
Well, I mean, it's a very
it's neither. It's medieval mayo.
Yeah, it's a very Eastern themed game, so like maybe it is more akin to like Japanese mayo. I don't know.
Japanese, or at least Makie's alchemy jug could make Japanese mayo. Maybe Cander's makes medieval.
I was about to say it
whatever
also doesn't
Cander's from.
specify the type of mayo, so maybe also you could specify.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Sure. Whichever you guys
mean,
prefer.
I keep thinking.
I've heard
I
people
know-
have it do different types of beer depending on the DM. So
Oh yeah.
I'd like to make 1 gallon of IPA. Freaking.
All right.
So we do get a short rest, right?
Yeah, you guys all get
Yes.
a short rest.
Okay, making sure.
Is that also me or no? I don't think I need it. I just want to know for future references if this comes
Probably
up again.
don't,
You know what I
since
mean?
you are doing the
Because I'm
thing.
doing work.
Right, yeah.
Does that mean Candor also gets a short rest?
Well,
I
Canada
had
I think
him
I only
come in.
helped with the beginning,
Sure, okay. We'll say that you only helped.
like
with the-
pumping the heart to get the thing done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I'm sure that wouldn't have taken the whole like time there.
However, Cursed, you just
Sorry,
got.
I wasn't trying to steal.
No, you're good. You just got a long rest from the.
I did
Yeah,
from
the blood.
drinking.
I think she was
blood.
just making sure for
Yeah. No worries.
other
Speaking of
purposes.
which, I'm just gonna
Capri Sun.
hit my Capri Sun, Lucy's son.
Are you rolling healing?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Hit die, I bet. Yeah.
I mean,
If you are,
wanted
roll extra.
healing, if you wanted healing
Hold on,
before
where'd it go?
the official short rest, you could have also asked Makie.
Okay.
Just watch the bunny slap the dog around.
Yeah, I don't know. Would
Okay, hold on. It's not in there.
I don't know if
I
Myrkrið
have
would
10
ask.
key points. I have 10 key points before the short rest to spend on healing. So if you want some healing, I can slap you around a little without having.
That's
to
a
use all those
sentence. Love that.
hit dice.
There it is, please.
And then people wonder why Lucero's a masochist.
It hurts so good.
Add this to my thing because I swear I had that in. Go on.
I need to double check what my healing is. I already forgot it.
Okay.
I take it Myrkrið is not asking Maki for
No.
healing. Oh, that's your natural healing over time thing, isn't it?
No. It is sometimes.
Oh, you're just not asking. Okay. I'm just double checking.
Do you all just spend the next couple hours or however long it takes here near the body, just waiting?
Think so?
Okay. Is there anything anybody would like to do while you're waiting? All right.
Don't
Sorry,
think
I'm
so.
doing. I had to figure out what I was rolling for my healing thing because I do need to spend them on myself.
Presumably, Quartz and the Diviners have rejoined the party at this point. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming someone told Avenflow there are no longer any bugs, right?
You're no longer what?
Any
That
bugs?
they're all done bugs.
Right. Yeah. Somebody came out there and said that. Or I
No,
think-
we tell him we made some soup for him.
Prawn soup.
All right. I think maybe once it gets close to time, Hands steps outside the hovel.
Did they say where they're going?
Do you ask?
Yes, because Hands Oza, so Makie does keep watch on him.
Yeah, he sees you watching him as he gets up, and he turns towards you and he says, was just going to watch the end of laps. Do you want to come?
That's something special.
He shrugs and he says, happens every laps.
That's so cute that he wants to watch like the sunrise sunset.
Does it seem like anybody else is gonna go with them?
I think Ruin is probably actually maybe just tired, and so it's just like sitting in a corner, just resting. It doesn't seem all that interested. Faithless is probably just kind of staying close to the group of you all, kind of observing. Her eyes keep darting to Lucero. She seems to want to keep an eye on the body. Mard, too, just weak and recovering. I mean, sure, Mard's been consuming mayonnaise or whatever you guys have been handing them, but Mard's just
Please tell me it was not mayonnaise.
Please tell me it was.
Did she pick the mayonnaise or the honey? Which one?
She would have asked you which one tasted better.
Mayonnaise, sure.
She doesn't know what either of
Honey,
those
for
things
sure.
are. You say mayonnaise?
And technically, Makie's is already used for the day, so it has to be mine.
Yeah, it has to be Darren's.
I would
Whatever
recommend the honey.
You'd recommend the honey? Okay.
Let me think. I feel like Makia would definitely say it depends on the mayonnaise.
We're not getting into this again.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll
Maybe just go for the honey.
all right, yeah, she'll take the honey then. And of course
It'll
she's
make your blood sugar go up though.
yeah, she's like, blood sugar? I don't
It won't though.
So yeah, she immediately is delighted by the taste of it though.
Cool, because she now has a gallon of it.
So she slowly eats it because it's probably a really strong taste to her, like overwhelming. So she's just like dipping a finger in it and licking a finger. She'll sit and do that for a little bit.
Yeah, I'd let her know that if she doesn't need to eat all of it, and the rest will go into my bag, so we can, have it later if she needs it.
Yeah.
Or we need it,
Yeah. All right. Well, does anybody go with hands?
If nobody seems to be going like normally, Makie will look at the others and say, he shouldn't go alone. Who wants to go with him?
Yeah, he stops and waits. Kind of looks around.
If no one wants to go, I can go.
He makes a face. Make an insight check. Yeah, he kind of like smiles slightly. He seems like he's just glad somebody was willing to go with him. Almost like if you're like the last person picked for a dodgeball, right? Like he kind of had that. He's just kind of glad somebody would have been willing to go, even though you're just kind of trying to keep an eye on him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Makie would have gone, but she wants to be around for if Lucero revives before he gets back, kind of thing. So
yeah.
I mean, I go as well. I was just gonna like go after him and not say anything.
I mean, you can still do that.
I mean, I am going to still do that. I'm just saying that now.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. How long until that happens?
He shrugs. Maybe a few minutes.
Oh, then you go ahead. Maybe we'll talk about it once Lucero is back.
Yeah, he nods and he says, "Well, everything went okay. Then by the time we're back, should be fine." And he steps out the door. Presumably, Quartz, you also step outside? Yeah, he kind of just like takes a few steps from the hovel, stretches a bit, and then looks up into the sky.
I follow as well, by the way.
Yeah. Are you stealthily following, or just like you join them?
I mean, it's not really stealthy, so no, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we just see you step outside. So hands points towards the sky at this very distant, very dim light in the sky. It almost has like a maybe like a greenish or grayish hue to it. It seems so far and so like faint, like a single star in a completely black sky. And he says, "Well, should be any minute now, dimming, and then by the time it comes back, hopefully, your friend will be okay."
Do you like to watch the laps a lot?
He shrugs and he says, I always try to when I'm waiting on someone I care about to come back. Just, I don't know. I guess I just want to make sure everything goes okay, happens as it's supposed to, you know?
I'm glad that you and Lucero seem to have formed some sort of connection.
Yeah, he kind of like puts a hand on the back of his neck and kind of like moves his head back and forth and sort of like looks down for a second and says, yeah, Lucero seems like good, I guess, is the word for it. Sorry to have caused all this problems for you.
I'm not the one that you should be saying sorry to.
Right.
Do you know what tell Lucero when they come back?
Of course. And, you know, tried apologizing to Makie. If it really works that way for you guys, I can't say I blame her, you all, for being so upset.
You know they're probably not going to get you back your gun.
What do you say? What'd you say?
But he has his gun.
Or sorry, your ammo, I guess? You took the ammo, right?
I don't know who has the ammo, but somebody has it, yeah.
You know they're not going to give you back your ammo after this whole thing, right?
He shrugs, and he says, "Yeah, I mean, it stinks, I guess, but." He kind of winces a little bit, like he heard something that you didn't hear. And he says, but I guess I understand. Besides, I still have a weapon. I mean, maybe not as strong as you all, but I can try to help.
Well, you know that the trust has been broken, so it's up to you to recover that trust. Well,
And
let me ask you a question. Every so often you seem to be talking to yourself. Do you know why?
Yeah, he says, been hearing a voice since, well, since we picked up Faithless, I think. Since we angered our master.
Is that something we should be worried about? The voice that you're hearing?
He stares past you for a second, and then he puts his eyes back on you like he was looking at something else, and he says, I don't think so. She doesn't ask me to do anything bad, really. More, well, if anything, trying to get me to make things right, I guess.
Does she have a name?
Yeah, I think she does. Let me see here.
I thought it was just grandma.
Yeah, she's like a grandma figure to him for sure. Um, yeah, he says, we called her Tyranny's Veil.
Is this someone you know? Someone who's talking to you currently from afar? Or someone who's passed on?
He says, someone I used to know. Passed on. He shrugs. He says, haven't seen him for a while. Must have went somewhere.
Where did you meet this Tyranny's Veil?
He says, here, in the pit. Sort of, mentor, I guess. Guide for a time. Helps me, sort of find my bearings after, must have lost my head.
And how did you split off from them?
He kind of furrows his eyebrows as if he's considering something or thinking over something. And he says, don't remember exactly. Think she was traveling somewhere. Left the city. For a time. Never came back.
You didn't follow her?
He shakes his head. He says, I have my own work to do.
And work is that? It must have been something important if you let someone close to you leave your life.
He says, he kind of shrugs and he says, people need light. Somebody has to get it.
It doesn't mean it has to be you. Hans, what is it exactly that you desire out of life? What's keeping you with Ruin, Marg, and all of them?
He seems to consider this, like he hasn't really thought about it. And he says, well, we're like you and your group. Like, friends. I just want to make sure things go okay for them, I guess.
So, you only want what's best for them. What do you think is best for you?
Yeah, he says, what's best for me is, making sure my friends are protected. Or enjoying the times we laugh together, making sure that we get to keep doing that. I mean, it's a good thing we got here, all the light we could ask for, plenty of echoes when minds are good. I guess I'd just like more of that. Maybe keep our master happy. and kind of he's definitely being very careful about what he says out loud. There, he was about to say something else. And he says more of that, I guess. Make sure it keeps going. I mean, things always change, but I just don't want. Well, I guess I just don't want them to all start leaving too.
You had a slight moment of hesitation there. What were you about to say?
Nothing really, just got to be careful how talk about him. Never know, he could be listening.
Do you ever feel like you want to escape him? Get out from under his thumb?
If it's possible, yeah. But I've never met someone that successfully escaped their master before, especially with it being a prince. I mean, maybe if it was just, I don't know, the alchemist, he kind of like looks the direction of the shop. Well, that would be a different story. Maybe I could find someone else stronger, take his place if I didn't like it.
This prince, how did you become one of his underlings in the first place? Surely you weren't always under him.
He says, well, wanted to keep people close to me, safe, maybe myself a bit too. Needed a good weapon, you know? Looks down at the gun. He says, at the time, seemed like a small price to pay.
So it was a simple transaction. His protection for your weapon.
Yeah, you could say that. But I guess I didn't realize how cruel he'd be, or just how unpredictable.
And you haven't tried simply returning the weapon? Gain your freedom back?
He kind of laughs and shakes his head, and he says, well, no, I haven't tried that, but do you really think it'd be that easy?
What's the worst that could happen? It's not like you all die. You just come back the next day. The next lapse, I'm sorry.
No, not die, but there are worse things that can happen.
I mean, if he just gives it away, he could just have, down a weapon and still soul contracted.
He says, there are worse things that could happen. I mean, look at those poor bastards at Crimson Market. I mean, stuck in a cell, dying and fighting over and over and over again. He shakes his head. No, I'd rather at least be able to, I don't know, do something. Not be tortured, punished. You don't want to make them angry, you know? Look, I'm with you guys with this thing with the Hellish Scholar, but you should really be careful. You're stepping into a room with these guys.
Quartz is going to turn to Candor and is going to say, and so what about you, Candor? This is the kind of world you want to live in? You were ready. Any reason why?
What was the last part?
You were ready to stay here. Any reason why?
A little more interesting.
Are you planning to serve one of these princes?
Oh, of course not.
So, what is your plan then? Find a hovel of your own? Live your life alone?
Or explore, you know.
Okay. I'll give you that. This place is a little interesting. Someone can always use adventure, but you could find other places than here, I'm sure.
Maybe
What's
with,
drawing you to
enough
here
paperwork, I
specifically?
could find somewhere else. But this is best opportunity so far.
Do you want me to bring you somewhere else?
Not really. Besides, it didn't work the one time, so.
True, but that was because we were going to heaven. I could just send you to a different plane.
Teleportation doesn't really agree with me.
Okay, if you say so.
Hands points to the sky and says, look, it's starting. As look up, the light seems to be dimming. And he says, they say it's the head of the rotting shepherd himself blocking the light, changing it.
Who was
Weird, but
rotting
interesting.
shepherd?
Another prince. We took on one of his followers, one with the creatures, dog-like things. Thought you were gonna keep one of them.
The thing that you shot?
Yeah.
To be fair, it was in the way.
Yeah, he says yeah, and he smiles. He says, got a round or two off on them.
I mean, it did seem like Lucero really loved it for some odd reason. When Lucero comes back, please don't make a habit of shooting things that Lucero likes.
Well, it's strange to meet people that like things. Most here, they aren't like that.
You're like that. Didn't you just explain to me that you like your friends and want to keep them safe?
He says, yeah, well, I wouldn't exactly tell them that. Nor would I tell most people in this city. It's a weakness. They find a way to use it to control you or them. You got to be more careful than that with people here. That's why I like you guys. You're different.
So you're saying you don't trust your friends enough to tell them how you feel?
He kind of like smirks a little bit and he says, well, I think they know. Besides, I'm sure most of them feel the same way.
You know, you can never be too sure. If you don't tell them, I'm sure there'll come a day where you won't be able to.
Yeah, maybe. But not if I've got anything to say about it. I'd rather just keep things the way they are, at least keep us all together for the time being, if I can. So if that means all of us getting out of here and going where the light is from, then I'm okay with that. Sounds better. People care about their friends there. Sounds like a pretty good place.
Are you not worried for your friends? It seems like with them coming back so many times, they've changed a bit. For example, Ruin doesn't talk much anymore. Is that a problem for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe give him some time and he'll start to be more of himself. But you know, sometimes people change. And well, it doesn't change all the times he watched my back. You know? But yeah, to answer your question, I am worried about him. Cursed too. I was surprised she was, well, even the same personality at all when she came back.
Are you saying that they changed personalities?
It can happen. Sure. That much damage. I mean, gosh. I mean, I've seen people seemed smart, knowledgeable, quiet, even, come back and they're suddenly insane, violent. It just depends, I think.
Why did you kill one of your companions when we first met
What,
you?
Mard? It was just a stab. I didn't hurt the head. I never. Mard wasn't in any danger. It was just an old game we used to play. Mard just doesn't remember how it goes anymore. And, well, to be honest, after what happened with your friend, I don't really think it's very funny.
So you're saying that Mard doesn't remember it, and it was just funny to you. How do you know it was ever funny to her?
Well, she used to think it was funny. It was her idea in the first place.
Quartz looks at.
Hey, she didn't
Xander
forget
and,
because
this
of
place
me.
is weird.
She didn't forget because of me. And hey, like I said, for us, this is a normal thing, you know? I realize you guys are different. Not that big of a
If she
deal.
didn't forget because of you, why did you forget?
I assume because she had her head damaged at some point in between now and then.
Yeah, he nods and he says, Pit Fiend, actually. They patrol sometimes. And, well, sometimes they like to make an example. Passers-by and the like.
So avoid pit fiends. Got it.
I mean, we try to, yeah. I don't think we could take one, but I don't know. You guys are pretty strong.
Is the lapse thing? Is it done already? By the way.
Yeah, the light in the sky raises back to its normal luminosity, and during your kind of conversation, Hands kind of gives you a nod and says, "Looks like it should be ready."
Time to head back.
Do what?
Time to head back.
Yeah, he nods. He says, well, hopefully your friend's back to normal by now. He gestures towards the door.
Normal, quote unquote.
Quartz will open the door for both Candor and Hands.
Yeah, we walk back in, and here's what's happened while these guys were outside talking. Like, we walk back in at the tail end of this. You guys open the door. So the rest of you that are hanging out inside, suddenly there's a kind of a sharp cracking sound. Lucero's body kind of lurches on the table as and starts to convulse a bit. After a few seconds of this, maybe like 30 seconds, you hear Lucero's voice kind of grunting in pain as they're convulsing on the table. These sharp popping noises and cracking noises coming from the body. As you all are kind of watching, the body does start to change. Some of the cracking noises you're hearing are bones that are starting to protrude from the top or back of Lucero's head. The bones in the face kind of strain and the muscles pull. And Lucero starts to change. Still taking on, still keeping some of the features Lucero already has, but some new ones being added. And by the time the process finishes, over the course of, I don't know, a couple minutes tops, Lucero looks something like this. Oh, that is the wrong picture.
Exactly like his old self. Got it.
Exactly.
Like this.
Ooh!
As sort of red flesh and veins grows even more so on Lucero's face, or the pattern somewhat changes and extends over the top of Lucero's head. Some kind of matted hair grows in. Lucero's eyes take on more of a gold hue. And you can even see a faint trace of gold. Again, looks like metallic gold, just visible in the nostrils. Lucero's features almost seem more androgynous. You might say, starting to look a bit like Mard. You can kind of see the influence of Mard's features on Lucero's. And a bit of...
Lucero already androgynous?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I guess the word I'm looking...
Maybe a little more feminine?
Yeah, you might be... That's probably a good way to put it. Looks a bit more like the facial shape of Mard here kind of becomes part of Lucero. Like the two sort of merge together, balance each other out. Yeah. And at some point, the process is done. Lucero, you open your eyes, and you're laying on a table.
Probably feel a hand clutching your hand.
You awaken in a strange place.
You awaken in a strange place.
God damn it. How much do I remember?
You remember everything that happened before you died. You remember the dying part. And you have a faint memory of the conversation in the time-locked merchants hovel, I guess. But you're not sure when that happened. Like, you can't remember if that came before your other memories or in the middle or after. Everything else is just an emptiness. You don't remember your time being dead. There's nothing there.
Immediate action would probably be to bolt upright.
Yeah, you do.
Look around.
You're back.
They look down at Makie, take a deep breath. Feeling for pains.
Makie just tackles you in a hug, so. You might feel pain. I don't know.
We're gonna test that real quick.
Yep.
Sorry, what's happening?
Sorry, whispers. What's okay? What's going on?
Makie has tackled loose. Yeah. They've
in a hug.
set up and then immediately toppled over.
Yeah. You were checking for pain. Well, here it is. If you feel pain, it's probably because Makie just tackled you.
Yeah. Yeah, they're more checking for the bugs.
Yeah.
I'd ask if you want to see yourself in a mirror, but I don't think you want to do that, so.
They give her a look. Why?
Well, you don't look like yourself anymore.
They reach up a hand to touch their
I mean,
face.
you do, just a little different.
Can't Lucero just change what they look like?
Yeah. But they can't change their base form.
Yeah, Lucero can still change what they look like and stuff for sure.
Just not their base form. This is their base form that we're seeing.
Me and Mori talked about this.
How do I feel?
With your hands, Bert.
You probably feel a bit more emotional. Your emotions the immediate thing you notice is that your emotions probably feel a bit more intense. Whatever emotion you feel in this moment comes on stronger. And it's probably a bit harder to control or suppress. Not impossible or anything. But you'd be more inclined, more likely to give in to it than perhaps before. You actually feel remarkably strong, all things considered, and healthy. Yeah. I think you immediately can sense that things have changed for you. You do feel different, but I'd say like physically different. But I'd say you feel almost stronger, or perhaps stronger in a different way. But you get a sense of, your sort of innate abilities that have changed.
Since they don't seem to be feeling woozy or anything, one thing they would definitely do is like pick up Makie, hold them in their arms, and like get to their feet.
You definitely still feel like yourself and everything. Like you don't feel like a different person or anything like that.
Did Quartz and Hands and Darren walk in during this time, or is this still before they walk in?
I think maybe right around the time Lucero's opening their eyes, they walked in, so they're in.
Okay. So Lucero might be seeing Quartz with the museum on.
Well, I have it on. I just have it like with me.
Yeah,
You
you've
don't have to have it on to attune to it.
Yeah, you've attuned to it, but you aren't necessarily wearing it, right?
Oh, I thought this one was a wearable museum.
It is wearable.
Lucis is, yeah.
Yeah.
But do you have to wear it to attune to it?
I don't think so necessarily. I mean, most
Lucis I also tweaked a bit for flavor, so it has like parts where it would like go into the skin. You probably wouldn't want to wear it.
Yeah, definitely. Does Lucero ask for it?
I think seeing her with it, they would immediately like start patting themselves first. Like, did Quartz get a museum, or is that mine? Kind of thing first.
Do you want this?
Is that my museum?
Yes.
Then yes, please.
Hand it to her.
with one arm, since they're holding Makie, that they'll put it back on.
We didn't want it boiled.
They get like a very confused / worried look on their face. Oiled? Like, this is very expressive for even Lucero.
We made
Quartz
poop out of the bugs.
Quartz points at Kander.
Hands is just
Which, like-
beaming. Like Hands is like so happy, like a weight has been lifted. Mard is probably pretty happy too. And I don't know if there is time to do so without interrupting you, at least like gives you a pat on the back or something. And Faithless
Luce would,
Sorrow
like, reach behind them and ruffle her hair before, after getting the Mesium on, offer their free arm 2 hands for a hug.
Yeah, they'll hug you, sure. And Faithless Sorrow mostly seems kind of relieved, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. And she's happy. She's definitely positive about it.
It is time. Do we want to stop here and then figure out what we're doing after?
We can stop here if you guys want. Do you need? We can go at like another 30 minutes if you guys want to. Also, up to you guys. I'm good with either.
I think I'm gonna go to bed because it's already 10 o'clock.
All right.
I have work early in the morning.
Yeah. We can stop here. Okay. Well, good session, guys. You got Lucero back. I am proud of you all. Okay. Let's do XP first, I guess. No combat. RP.
They were the bugs.
I killed a bug.
I'll give you a 2 for combat.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
will
killed
take
bug.
it.
There's a button. That 2 does something, apparently.
God, is that you? Samael? Hello?
Yeah, I think it was maybe. RP. I think you guys deserve at least a 3 for RP. There's a couple characters I would have liked to have heard more from this session, but I think a 3 is pretty good. Lore quest, we got a little bit about Samael.
Got Lucero back.
Got Lucero back, how the lapse works, the process of the blood transfusions and stuff, making Lucero part tiefling and all that.
I completed my quest to boil Lucero.
Yeah.
That was the main quest all along.
Quest to get Lucero back on board is probably a pretty big quest. I'll give you guys the full 4 for lore quest.
Woo.
Rule of cool. I mean, a lot of you guys did some pretty creative, interesting things today. The whole like trying to test out poisons, AoEs, see if we could do stuff with that. The Mesium, like trying to figure out a way to get maybe be able to cast resurrection. All this stuff was pretty cool. The making the cauldron, of course, and everything involved there. And of course, like Cursed doing the whole process and with the blood and the whole thing with Samael stuff, that all that stuff is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty much everybody did something cool today. Myrkrið wanting to eat the bugs, all that stuff. Now I'll give you guys the full 4 for cool.
Nice.
So that puts you at a total of 11, 13. 2, 3, 4, 4. That's pretty good. Where are you guys at right now? Let's see. Let's take a look.
87.
Ooh, another session or
87?
so.
1 or 2 more sessions, yeah.
And that'll put you guys at level 19?
18?
18? You guys are all 17? 18. So you guys
Okay, 18.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, so thank you guys for playing today. You guys all did a good job. Today's session, maybe next time we can get a little more action as you guys get back into trying to get out of this place. So shout outs and announcements again. Here is the art credits for the Mock EA token. You guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see all these links in the description below. You can check out Joanne, who played Cursed for you tonight, on Instagram, TikTok, and Coffee at x.com for awesome art goodness. Here is that. You can head over to deviantart.com/Jessica Peguerrero to check out the artist who did the artwork for Vash from the A Team on Forest of Flesh. And of course, you can jump in the Discord. It's free. It's public, and you can see like the crazy chaos memes that were posted tonight. We will be back on normal schedule this week. I believe we're doing Broken Wednesday night at 9 Central. And then are we all good for more Forest of Flesh Monday?
Should be.
Should be.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll see all these guys back here for more Forest of Flesh next week at 6:30 Central. Thank you guys for playing. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, everybody have a great night and a good week. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
And remember, what does kill you makes you stronger.
Have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.